Yay, the frame stayed. Okay.
Huzzah.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Crits and Giggles, episode 15. Damn,
What?
we're on 15,
Whoa.
guys.
Nuts.
That's 30 weeks, guys.
Yeah, and speaking of nuts, I'm at a bit of a loss for words for how our last episode went.
It went very well.
It went unexpectedly well.
It did.
Like,
That's also true.
Oh, I figure out why this is being funky. Oh no, it is fine. Okay. So I may actually end up needing some help with this recap, guys, because I'm kind of dumbfounded. So the short version I have, or I guess I'll say medium version, is so you guys after the previous episode, you had been attacked by two monks who had come out of this monastery during your attempted rest. You took care of that, and you last episode you came in with the plan to have two of you disguised as monks. And I will, when I'm finished, if you guys could refresh me on exactly how that happened, because I know one was a disguise kit, at least. But we'll get there in a minute. So two of you are disguised as monks, and that I believe includes the clothing and mask of at least one of the two that you had that attacked you. And the rest of you are essentially feigning being captured by these two monks. So you end up coming into the monastery without really any hesitation from the inhabitants. And after some waiting, you arrive at an audience with... you ended up going in and talking with this Carbo guy, who's like a super armored up, obviously very big and buff cultist who seems to be kind of in charge in some capacity. And he had this like weird questions for you guys. He had this really maniacal personality. And then later on, you end up back in this main room that we see now with a woman by the name of Helen Ray, who essentially set up what looks and feels like this sort of ceremonious welcome, I guess, for lack of a better word, for these three captives, so far as they know, who she ends up challenging one-on-one, one at a time, to combat. And the three of you, it was Gert, Taryn, and Cal, took your turns with this one-on-one fight with her, and we ended the session with her essentially seeming to welcome you, congratulating you on succeeding at whatever it is you just succeeded at, as far as you know, and took a sharp look to the monks that Is and Whirl are pretending to be. And we ended on her saying to you guys, as well as the other guards on the sides of the room, that you could learn something from this group. So everything that's happened so far is looking back, I'm realizing just how cryptic a lot of it is. So hopefully that is clear.
it was very spooky.
Yeah, I can honestly say almost all of it was intentional. The stuff that was by accident, it's canon now. So it doesn't matter. So
Right.
Have I missed anything? Have I misrepresented anything? Or is there anything that you guys want to bring up or talk about before we get back into scene, so to speak?
We did for a short period go into the bunks right before we had our initiation, and we found this pouch, like this bag, and then I forgot what it had in it.
It
so I
had
go back and look.
two smooth golden bracelets.
Yep, it had the golden bracelets, and we found like these super important robes, important looking robes. And you guys took the bracelets, didn't you?
Correct.
Okay.
No regrets.
Exactly. Yeah, because
Cal
Gert's
punched
right
himself
there.
in the Cal punched himself in the face.
For a
That's
plan that we
Right.
weren't
Yeah,
using
We
so we
changed
anymore.
our
didn't
mind
wind
on
up
when we
using.
got right to the door. We were like,
Yeah.
JK, this is a new plan.
Yeah.
And the disguise kit was on making the other two look hurt as opposed to making Iz and myself look like anyone, because Iz just changed into one of the dudes and I just put the mask on and somehow it worked.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm still tiny and a little bit blue and just wearing a mask and a robe. But that was perfectly fine.
Yes.
so-
Oh, okay. I should give some more explanation to that. So,
Cool.
because Whirl, your physical appearance is actually very important.
Right.
So it's notable. It should be notable that to this point there really hasn't been any like focused attention on what you look like as an air genasi, with the one exception of like the entertainment factor at the party, the
Right.
like wedding festival, and then like for a little flavor when you've been specifically entertaining. The robe and mask combination ends up completely covering everything basically down to your hands and feet. So like your hands are somewhat visible and your feet are somewhat visible like when you walk.
Sure.
So your Beyonce hair thing, totally
Yeah.
concealed.
Tight.
You're under the mask, all that jazz.
Fiance.
Yeah.
Cool. Good to know. And maybe I'll just keep my hands like tucked inside themselves. Like
Just Minecraft villager your entire way through this.
yeah, like mine. Like monk, muff situation.
Right.
I assume they probably have a similar style of walking anyway, and we will figure out other things as we need to in the coming minutes. Cool.
All right.
Cool, cool,
Anything
cool.
else?
Whoever it is that I look like might be reprimanded relatively soon.
Why
So
do you believe
interesting.
that? I'm curious.
Because
Something I said.
I mean, yeah, I can't remember
She-
exactly what it was, but
Helen Ray
was
yelled at you
because
specifically
I
a
had-
couple times.
Mhm.
Yeah.
because I had my armor on underneath
Mhm.
my
Oh,
master
yeah.
vestments.
Right.
yeah,
But then
and
you rolled
I'm-
like a d20 and got out of it.
yeah, I'm slow on my responses, and that worked in real time to allow Helen Ray to say, "Excuse me, you should have an answer for this." I'm like,
Sometimes the best RP is when the player and the character are truly the same person.
Nice.
hi, me.
Yep.
Those are the most terrifying moments too, because you have to make a real decision.
Yep.
Right?
Oh
Yep.
God, real
Okay.
decisions.
Let's do this.
I already clocked
Okay.
out for the day. I don't want to do that anymore.
Right?
So as the general lay of the land, we're like entering now with the whole one-on-one, this ceremonious thing just concluding. This Helen Ray person is just coming off of this like intense one-on-one with each of you sort of thing, and has this like weird tension with literally everyone else in the room except Carbo, possibly. You guys, like, that's the only one that's not really obvious to you, other than the very ceremonious interactions that they've had throughout this encounter. Oh, there was something else I wanted to say. Gert and Taryn and Cal, I'd like you to roll perception checks, please.
Ooh, I'm good
I
at perception.
forgot to do this last session, but it's not too late to do it now. So,
Uh-oh.
15 for Cal.
okay. 13 for Gert, 19 for Taryn.
19.
Dang.
Yeah, pretty high perception.
Gert, in your tension and nervousness, and trying to figure out if you had an out, and you ended up just kind of swallowing the pill and going for it when it was your turn. You noticed something off about Helen Ray. it's not really clear to you what exactly it was, but her gaze at all times was just, it seemed like it was slightly off, and you're not really sure if that was like a result of her training or magic or fighting style or what have you, but it's like something was off. Cal, you were definitely able to tell that, like, and especially as like a hand-to-hand, face-to-face type of fighter, she never really looked directly at you. Taryn, you can tell that this is a woman who can't see.
That's sick.
Nice. I just almost died to a blind monk. That makes it sound so much cooler.
And I gotta share with you guys, for anybody who has seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, like,
Is it Toph?
this is
Toph's my
the
girl.
D&D Toph.
Right.
Fucking rocks.
It's
man.
really cool. Yeah. And I can't take credit for that. She's written like that. So I read it over and I was like,
Really
holy
cool.
shit, this is tough.
Hell
I
yeah.
love that. That's awesome.
Now I want to be her best friend and teach her metal bending.
Oh no.
Goodness.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm not gonna put you guys in the position of having to make the first move after this whole thing, because you're in a situation where, like, these guys are doing something, right? So the two I'll just call them guards on the eastern and western doors are going to step out of their respective doors,
Mhm.
and these other guys behind you are going to walk out into the room behind you, and Helen, Ray, and Carbo are going to approach these three and look at Whirl and Iz as if they're expecting you to join them.
Yep. On it.
Getting there. Boop.
And Helen Ray is going to look, it's sort of like blankly
Point.
scan.
Gaze.
And Cal and Taryn, Cal and Iz at this point, it would be easy enough for you to really tell now. She's probably blind. She's got like completely whited over eyes, and never really looks at anybody directly. And she says, I'm having a hard time telling if these would be better suited to begin with work or training. And Carbo's going to chime in with the like shit-eating grin on his face and say, we can always use more workers. I don't think they did quite that well to get training right away. He's going to be kind of like looking away, brushing off the suggestion that they might begin training. What do you think? You encountered them together outside. Then again, you bested them, so Iz and Whirl, they're definitely addressing you.
I don't say Work sounds better. And I nod slightly. I'm just gonna nod all the time.
Iz will chime in. I must admit that Asamar proves worthy for training. But if you need workers, then I believe they're more than capable.
Helen Ray's gonna try perk up a little bit at the word Asamar and say, I knew something felt off about you.
Sorry.
Work it is. You was addressed at Gert.
Right.
Work it is, but then she would gain an expression on her face that you can all tell is like wheels spinning. And then she'll give this gesture of just like brushing you guys away. She's going to retreat to the room behind you. And then, excuse me, carbonation. Carbo's gonna head over here to a small lever that you guys can see on the wall. I think you can see on the wall, right?
We're standing over the Rancor pit.
And pull it, and you'll see. So this is on the map by default. I failed to specify that was actually flat ground as you guys walked in. And one by one, the steps descend down into an area below this main chamber. Carbo's going to leave to this door that's just to his southwest, and with this, again, just totally off-put tone, he'll be addressing you guys and say, take them down, you know where they should start, probably with the door.
Heard. And I'll just start walking backwards, but looking at the group. As if to say, come with me. Because I clearly know where we're going.
As we're getting close to the stairs, is there anything like identifiable on the altar back there?
Ooh, good question. Let's find out.
Cool.
It's a very
like
good
right there.
question.
Ooh. Okay. Nothing of note on the altar that you can see just from where you are. But above it, so on that northern wall, etched into, like chiseled into the wall, is a triangular symbol that I believe is familiar to you.
Can I see it?
Is it the stone symbol?
Can you tell us what that symbol is? I bet it's the.
Just in case you haven't seen it,
I bet it's the one.
It's not in our elemental cults handout.
It's that one.
It's not? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just have howling hatred and eternal flame.
Got it.
I
Okay.
have Black Earth, but that's because I saw it in the place.
Right.
Yes, and I drew it a bunch, but I didn't actually like send you guys the document because I don't think I can do that.
I actually don't know if player handouts can be shared between players.
Let's see.
Uh-oh.
That would be a good thing to find out. Oh, where is it? There it is.
Boom!
I feel like I saw
Pow
it.
pow! This is a terrible hand signal, but I bet this is what they would do. Because like
It's
this
not
is
on
harder.
stream.
Man, it's not showing up on my other screen. That's lame.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything.
Oh, I saw it. It like literally popped up over me. There it is. It popped
But
up.
we
again.
got it. We got the eye though. It's the triangle with the line in the middle.
Correct.
So
It's
some
almost
of you
like
are
a
not
TP.
seeing it still?
No,
Yeah, I
I
don't
not
see
see
it.
nothing.
Let me leave the game and come back in.
In the meantime, I'm gonna whisper to Gert, since she's the closest one to me. Do you think that by the dwarf they meant the one we're looking for? Gimlin's brother.
That'd be sick. That'd be so sick.
Oh. I don't know. Maybe. That'd be convenient.
It would be very convenient.
Okay, let's try it one more time. And if it doesn't work, then I will just have to apologize.
Big money, no whammies. Anyone else? Because I see it. It keeps popping up for me.
I don't see it.
No.
Where is it under?
It would be under the newspaper looking one, notes.
Yeah.
I have it showed up under elemental cults.
Okay. I've
Under
got the
chapter
Eternal
1.
Flame and Howling
Howling
Hatred.
Hatred.
There.
Yeah,
cool.
that's
Yeah.
all.
Weird. Okay, I'm
It's-
just gonna chalk that up to roll 20 having a day.
Cool.
But yeah,
So-
since I gave you the all information about everything instead of the real one, yes, it is the one that looks like a triangle.
Like just
with
imagine it looks like this, but
with the
like
one-
without my hands.
thing coming
Yeah.
up in the middle. Yeah.
Boom, we got it.
Oh, okay.
We going down these stairs? I say, kind of quietly, and I nod just
Yes.
for practice, I guess.
All right,
Okay.
let's go.
Yes.
We're expected to work after that sparring match.
It's fine.
Or that
We'll
ass
be okay.
whooping.
So I'm forgetting. Did you guys come into the monastery during the day, or did you actually finish resting over a night? Or sorry, finish resting during a day and come at night.
We finished resting during the night, and then we came in during the day. So like
Okay.
early, so like morning to midday.
But then this sparring match took place later in the day when Helen Ray was
Yeah.
available. So we pretty much spent, I think, most of the day in the room.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
Right. Yeah, you spent about half a day.
Where
Okay.
the- yeah,
So I believe I said it was like 4 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
think so.
that sounds familiar.
I'm gonna say it's like into the afternoon. Oh, COVID. Just kidding.
Oh God.
Anywho, okay, so you guys going down, or
Mhm.
you making other
Yes.
decisions?
I'm gonna wait for our captors, heavy air quotes.
Yeah, I was
To
gonna
go
say we
first.
should probably go first.
Yeah. We will do exactly that.
Okay.
As per is apparently the protocol. Cool. Shall we?
All right. So is and whirl as you descend.
Mhm.
In front of you stand, and I'm going to describe this before moving you there. In front of you stands not like a pit, but like a disturbed area of red sandy dirt. A column of natural stone stands near the middle of the room, and a row of sturdy iron bars with a sliding cage door currently shut walls off the western portion. You are going to be able to see through it, so you can actually see that there is a large, mutilated creature.
Fine.
You can also see that there's another door that's like iron plated behind it, and then another door to your east. And as you guys come down here, this creature like immediately reels to look at you guys, but then doesn't really react beyond that. It's just kind of shambling around in its confines here.
Oh shit. Okay.
Do we know what type of what type of creature is it? Try not
Make
to say can.
make a nature check.
Yeah, I'm curious as well.
Can I
Yeah.
also make a nature check?
Yeah, you can all go ahead and
Great.
do that.
I roll a 2. Rude.
Ooh. Oh, a 9.
Nature, I've been pretty good at random.
Any clue what this is? The fuck
Who are
is this?
you?
Oh yeah, we got an 8.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Wow.
Collectively bombed the shit out of that one.
Woo, all right.
Oh my god, it's a puppy!
Yeah, I'm ready for it. Hey, buddy. Hi.
Okay,
What are
so the best you all can tell is that this thing is definitely been like mutilated.
Hmm.
It's got you can tell it's got unnatural metal like claws.
Sure.
Gross.
Actually, let's see if I can show this to you.
So it's
Is it
like
a bug Wolverine?
Kind of is.
It's Hugh Jackman, but polymorphed into a bug.
It's
Yeah.
huge Ackman.
Huge
Oh.
Ackman.
Oh, now
My
it's showing.
God.
Okay.
Umber Hulk.
So gross.
That's not Wolverine.
Yeah. So that's a normal Umber Hulk. This thing is so modify this image to it has like from the middle of the forearm to like the rest of its arm is all metal. It's really hard for you to tell if that's like a covering or if it's like a replacement.
Sure.
It looks like it's kind of in between. And it's also like constantly in this like jittery, uneasy, flickering movement state. But it's just kind of like shambling around in its cage, looking around. Every once in a while it looks directly at you guys. And like tilts its head and then keeps going. For the most part, staying within the confines of its cage here.
Hey, buddy. I hope we can save you. Okay. Have a good night. We'll see you soon.
Do you actually say that?
Yes.
Oh.
I
Okay.
say it real soft though.
Uh,
I like walk up to the cage and I say it real soft.
Okay.
Have a good night.
About halfway through what you're saying, it's going to immediately turn and charge the cage.
Yikes.
Smack. Like claws first, it's metal on metal, and it's
Oh.
gonna start like angrily clawing at this cage in response to you. But then as soon as you back off, it'll also like shove its hands on the ground and give you this like shoulders out, almost like an ape, staring at you with this challenging pose.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
Don't put your no. I go and like try to keep Gert from putting her hand.
Oh
in
no,
front of
I'm
it.
not putting my hand in. I'm just giving it the general. Calm down. You're good. You're okay. And then I go back to the group and I say, "Good night. I'll talk to you soon." Do.
Yoink!
Back to the group. Okay. That's all.
man.
Gert is too optimistic for this world.
Love it.
In her defense, it works with the Griffins.
It does.
It does.
So
Fair.
I mean, for the record, Gert wasn't the one that tried to make friends with the Hellhounds 2 days ago. I believe that was the other cleric that tried to make friends with the Hellhounds.
I didn't try. I did.
A point being.
So with all of your, I think it'd be fair to say this for all of you, just being characters in this world, you do have like some semblance of understanding that there are some creatures that are like, even if you can't verbally communicate with them, there's such a wide array of creatures in this world of varying intellect levels, as well as all across the spectrum of what we call alignment, right? There are a whole bunch that are just inherently good. There are a whole bunch that are inherently evil, and then everything in between. And you've encountered a lot of the spectrum already. Taryn, I would say you specifically more so than Gert, but Gert, you would also have a fair understanding that like hellhounds, if left to their own devices, inherently evil. But more than likely go with just the commands of their summoners.
With that information, can I see if this creature is naturally evil, or if it's just in a lot of pain and is reacting rather than acting?
So I'll use the same nature check for that and tell you that it's really hard to tell, but I think it'd be fair to say context clues, being in a cage and like physically sort of mutilated in a way. It's probably the latter, but as far as like its natural tendencies, you definitely don't know.
Awesome. Cool. Where do we go, guys?
Oh, sorry, this is really hard. I'm just realizing the door to your right is really hard to see, but the door to your east
There's
is
a
the
door.
only door
This thing.
other than this cage.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely
We
don't
can
wanna go.
only enter the beast.
Yeah.
I was like,
Sorry.
I
Yeah,
thought you
now it's a
described it
little
as a
easier.
door, but I couldn't see it. So cool. I guess we will go through that
Yeah.
door.
Perfect.
Oh, before we go through, is
Mm-hmm.
and also I guess everyone else, but since we're here, maybe we should keep an eye out for your brother,
Ooh, great idea.
who looks
Yeah.
like something because I wrote it down.
He's the tall half orc.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I thought. I had that thought earlier today.
I-
Sometimes I have thoughts.
Sometimes head not empty.
Okay. Well, take us
Thank
to our room,
Follow your lead.
captors.
Right, this way, and
Actually, I won't do that because my hands are hiding. I'm hiding my blue hand.
I'll handle the door. It's okay, I got it.
Okay.
Just tries to elbow the door open.
I'm very good at opening things with my elbows and my butt, so
It's pretty impressive.
It's a pretty
Thank you.
good talent.
yeah, that's on my resume.
Professional butt open. But no, that's
Nope.
not what that should be
Wait.
called.
That's
Now
a
you gotta
different
finish the
resume.
sentence.
No,
That one's for my only hands.
Oh God. There's no way that application was not gonna get that kind of reputation.
Exactly.
Oh,
All right, let's
boy.
enter the.
Enter the other room.
Okay.
This-
Trying the door, you find that it is locked.
Oh, balls.
well, if
So that's stopped us before?
if we just want to stay here, I can like make a little tent for us.
It's gonna look super suspicious if somebody comes down and sees us here.
I mean, they're just gonna see a dome. They're not gonna see they're not gonna see us.
Is there anything else of note in here that we may have missed at first glance? Like the difference between just this stone floor and then this weird rocky substance? Is that anything, or is it just
Okay.
like random rocks?
It's a good question. Make an investigation check.
Cool. Oh, 15. I'll take that.
It's not so bad.
15? Okay. So you'd be able to surmise between the different types and sizes of tracks on this area that the more sandy area, it's not really all that much like a sand pit. It's just really broken up down to the point of fine dust, but still really packed down stone. And that as you check out the sort of edge of it, you're able to piece together that this sort of reddish sandy substance that is more prominent in this area is actually what's just underneath a more tile-like stone that makes up the rest of the floor. So it's most likely that this Umber Hulk, possibly other creatures, but most likely this Umber Hulk had just been in this area frequently and in for enough time to just disturb the flooring in this area that much.
Okay.
Does it at all look like it's been like purposefully dug up or more like walked on?
Nothing about it makes. I'll just use Iz's investigation
Okay.
check. None of it looks like it was on purpose. The column itself looks to be like a natural piece, as if like this cavern was just dug out, and that was a section that was left, more than likely for support of what's above it. And the area around it is just a result of at least this creature just being too much for the floor to handle.
Okay.
Maybe you should knock.
Thinking that too.
That's a very good idea. I will go and attempt to knock on the door.
Okay. You give it a good rap, and after a few seconds, there is no response from the other side.
Cool. I'm gonna try and like pound on it with the edge of my fist. Just say, hey, we got some workers here that they need some training to start work.
Work training. Yeah.
Works.
Okay, as you're knocking on the door, the steps that had descended will slide back up one by
Oh,
one.
great.
Cool.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
And you can tell from this side now, it's like one stone slab after another. Like each step is a foot thick slab of stone that's like sitting into etches within the walls on three sides, and it's sliding up to seal the floor for the other room. But now there's just a wall. Make it a line. There's just a wall here now. And there is still no response from the other side of this door.
Does the room go dark? Like, was all the light coming from upstairs, or is it lit down here as well?
You... Oh no, Cal doesn't have dark vision.
Dragonborns have dark vision.
I have dark vision too.
Do they?
Mm-hmm. I remember the first time I played the first time I played D&D, I was a Dragonborn, and I had dark vision.
I could have sworn that I didn't see dark vision on Cal's sheet. Did I just... I hope
Yeah,
I just
I don't
missed
have
it.
dark vision.
No,
It's-
I don't.
It would
think
be
I
under
do.
your senses, I think, where it has like your passive perception and stuff.
Yeah.
Additional sense
yeah,
things? Yeah.
it's right down below your insight.
Yeah, I don't have. I don't have dark vision.
Oh,
No
really?
dark
What?
vision.
What did I do then?
I'm pretty sure, Whirl, you do though, don't you?
I don't. Like, I've checked a couple of times, and there's
You don't.
Genesee don't come with shit, man.
Okay.
I have a 2 to Constitution. I can hold my breath real good. That's about it.
Oh, that's right. I had
Yeah.
had the daylight setting on because you guys were upstairs. Now you're in a cave,
Right.
so I gotta switch that.
Right.
But
But
I don't like the whole light on, light off thing that is written into D&D. So here's what I like to do instead. I think Cal, you'll see this as I turn off the lights here. But Whirl, I gotta build it. I gotta put it on your token real quick.
You're
You
fine.
know how at least after some time out in darkness, you can still see like at least a little bit directly in front of you?
Yeah, like your cones adjust.
Right.
Hmm.
So I'm not gonna do like, if you don't have dark vision, it's completely dark, figure it out.
Mhm.
But it is going to be like severely limiting if you don't have dark vision and there's no light.
Sure.
It's just not going to be all or nothing. Okay, so daylight mode is off.
I have 300 feet. I completely forgot about that.
yeah. Oh shit! Because of the Twilight
Because
domain.
Yeah.
Twilight
Yeah.
lets me be like, ooh, big
Good.
eyes.
Like I live in the night.
Yeah, so Cal, you can see like very dimly for 4-ish squares, right?
Yep, just about.
Okay, and Whirl, I'm gonna give you the same.
Cool.
I gave you dark vision. I thought you had dark vision.
I don't.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the honesty.
Ooh, that is significantly less vision.
Yes.
It's very much.
Yeah.
It's a very much a lot less vision.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
Gert,
Yeah.
you have Gert, you have regular dark vision. Taryn, you have
Yes.
regular dark vision. Oh, you have
I
the
have 300
foot.
feet. Yeah.
So you have like perfectly normal actual human.
Well,
vision.
I'm
totally
just
fine.
colorblind now. That's it.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna have to remember that.
I
And
want to say
is-
before anything else happens, I would have, if when the thing started going up, I would have looked toward the cage to see if anything was going on there.
Okay. Can I?
the answer is probably yes. So
Yes,
we
sorry,
should just say,
sorry,
what would you
sorry
like
with
to do?
the-
That's
Um,
okay.
I would like to use Mage Hand, but put it on the other side of the door. I'm not sure. Do I have to be able to see it? I don't think it says I have to be able to see it.
Okay, let's find out.
Are you just gonna like feel around and open the lever?
Yeah.
Tight.
Okay. So, spell rules are written with very specific language, and it's usually done very well. So I'm gonna make this ruling, trusting that.
Okay.
You can.
Cool.
I
Cool. So yeah, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand, and I'm gonna sort of put him where I think a door handle should be.
Okay.
But also, I might just like try to make him push it first.
Okay. So, in character, you would
Also,
know
my
that.
Mage Hand is a him, obviously.
Right, and there is a limitation to how much physical force it can exert.
Yes, 10 pounds.
Right. So, you know it's locked.
Mhm.
Are you trying to just open it from the other side?
Yes.
Okay. So you cast Mage Hand, and you'd be able to tell that it is successfully cast. There, a hand exists.
Mhm.
And as you have it sort of try the door, you can hear it sort of like thunk, thunk. Having a hard time directing it, right?
Yeah.
You do eventually hear it sort of graze across a piece of metal that sounds like it's loose. You can safely assume this is likely the handle. And as it goes sort of like up and down, side to side, it makes a sort of rattling sound, but the door doesn't open. I need 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
This is literally the Rancor pit. The gate's gonna open and we're gonna get
it.
attacked by this big thing.
I hate it.
Did no one have keys?
Oh, I thought we could have. I thought we
Oh.
grabbed one off of someone, but now I don't see that I wrote that down.
I don't remember.
I mean,
Bring it back.
what are the chances that like you guys are supposed to keep the monster at bay while we go through that area?
Because, yeah, there's a door on the other side, isn't there?
I was
Yeah.
thinking, yeah.
Is there
Honestly,
a door? Hold on. Here?
Let me
This
move
is a
my
door
person over
right
there so
here.
I can see it because
Is that
I
a door?
Lizai.
Yeah, that's a door.
Yeah, there was a door on the other
There's
side.
a door
of
over
it.
here.
It's like
Yeah.
the zookeeper door for when they do feedings.
Is that the door we're supposed to go through?
Okay, sorry about
I
that.
don't know. Ooh.
So your hand is over here trying the door, and
Yeah.
nothing's happening.
Yeah.
You want to mage hand the other door?
Here's my only problem with mage handing the other door. Is Mr. It's not a bugbear, but it kind of looks like a bugbear.
It's a bear that also is a
It's a
bug.
bug
It's a
and it's
bugbear.
bear size.
Yeah.
Is he big enough to fit through that door on the other side of his cage?
Oh, good question. Definitely not. That would
Definitely not.
you'd be
Okay.
able to tell that thing could not fit through the door.
Okay. I'm also looking at something. What do I
I'm
have?
actually going to. I'm going to use that investigation check from earlier, and say that you would also be able to tell that this caging over here,
Mhm.
it's kind of makeshift, as if it was added kind of haphazardly at like fairly recently.
Mm-hmm. Is there a lock on the cage?
Yes, there definitely is.
Okay. Does anyone have any food on them that we can distract our friend with?
I can make it.
I mean, I left my food with the hippogriffs.
Yeah. Here.
Whirl, make an investigation check. Since you came over here.
Mm,
Yeah, before I make some food and water.
8.
Okay. You can see that this door doesn't have a handle.
Doesn't have a handle either.
So, and just to be clear, this door does have like a traditional handle and latch
Mhm.
mechanism. This one has more of like a, what do you call it? The bar.
Like a swipey bar? Yeah.
Yeah. But it is also sort of like almost padlocked. It's got a lock on it. This door doesn't even have a handle. It's just like a slab of metal with a couple bands across it. You can tell it's a door.
Mhm.
Definitely looks very different from the others that you've seen.
I want to come over to this wall over here and listen very closely to see if there is any movement on the other side.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Cool. Come on, raw intelligence. I'm so good at this. I'm so good. I'm
How
not
weird.
so good at this.
You have no idea what the fuck is going on down here.
That's a 5.
Yeah, the Umber Hulk is kind of shambling around, and all of the rattling around of his like metal claws and big grungy feet on stone is kind of distracting you. You're having a hard time listening through this door.
Also, I've disengaged Mage Hand at this point. Like
Disengage your what?
I'm no longer doing Mage Hand.
Disengaged me.
You've dispelled it.
I've dispelled
not
it.
there.
Sorry.
Mage Hand. For some reason, it sounded like my chant to me.
Oh.
What are you chanting?
Yeah.
Divine intervention at
Yeah.
level 5.
I have dispelled Mage Hand.
Okay.
But trying to think.
If I cast Charm Person, would it work on our new friend in this cage here? Or would it have to be a person? Is he considered a monster?
I think.
I believe it has to be a humanoid. You can definitely tell this is not a humanoid.
Cool. It was more that I have creature and I didn't remember what constituted a creature.
Right.
But that it would have worked. I bet. We could have been like, hey friend.
Do you not? Are you not a lockpick?
I mean, I have that. I can do that. If you would like to let me try it, I can do that.
That might be smart.
Cool. Yeah, I will bust out my thieves' tools and attempt to open that door.
Before you start that, I just want you to know that it's gonna go great, and I'm gonna give you bardic inspiration.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
It's gonna go great.
Let's root for a low number this time because we've been rooting for high, and that's gotten us nowhere. So
Yeah. Jeez.
Bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Which is a D8 now.
Okay.
woo!
Okay. Okay.
Oh, pow!
Upgrades, people.
Which is
upgrades.
still gonna roll 1.
So, is doing this, or sorry, Is doing this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a dexterity check with thieves' tools. So I believe you have your
Okay.
proficiency.
C.
I'm like, you're a rogue, you better.
I'm curious if there's not like, if I have it in my equipment that I can just click on something to use it, but I don't think I
Yeah.
do. It's just Dex and then add proficiency.
I mean, if you go to the
Oh.
Thieves Tools and click on the description, there should be a Beyond 20 button in the pop-up
Okay.
box.
Oh, yeah. Select ability. That is dexterity, proficiency, proficient. Oh, look at that. Well, it wasn't great.
Well,
It can be if you roll.
if you
D8.
roll a D8,
I
you can
will-
get to
So-
19.
Oh
Make an
yeah, you
attempt.
found it. Okay, so you can use
Fuck.
tool.
Fuck.
Yeah.
13. 3. Wow.
I'm upset. I'm disappointed in myself, really.
Okay, so
Wow.
you've got your two tools, kind of. I don't even know what they're called. I got to look that up. But like almost a dagger-like implement, and then a sort of, it's like a pin with a hook
A
at the end of
pokey.
it. Yeah.
Mhm.
The Skyrim lockpick.
Yeah, you're working at it and twisting and picking a little bit. You get jammed, and then just as you like feel your tool might just be about to break, you get this unnatural like jolt of your elbow that just turns the second implement the right way, and you hear this click.
Did we
Amazing.
do it? You did
Did
it?
you open? Is it open?
You got it.
You opened it with a 13.
Oh my God. Holy shit. Thank you, Wordle.
Oh
I really appreciate
boy.
the DC on that was like 4 because
it was actually 10. So
nice.
Aw.
Funny.
God.
you would have gotten it without the inspiration, but there's a little
But it
sweat
gave
on the
us
brow
more
there.
confidence.
Yeah, but we're buttons for wanting to do things better.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, is that work okay? I think
Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah,
Thank
let's
you.
let's
Thank
go
you for the
in.
help.
Of course. I don't know what. You didn't need any of the help, and I just wink at you.
Oh, kind of kicked the dirt a little bit. Well, I guess we shall continue the ruse, and I'll go ahead and step forward into the hallway.
Hey, did that
Perfect.
monk just pick a lock?
What is your only at 5? Oh, okay. Whirl, I'm modifying your vision just a little bit to make sure that you
Alright.
and Cal are on the same page. Oh no, it is the same. Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So all of you are able to see that the door leads into a narrow hallway. Everybody except Whirl and Cal are able to see that there is a definite ending to that hallway leading to another door.
Of course, sir.
Oh,
Hey guys, there's another door down there.
every fucking door. All right. Well,
I'll go in first.
here we go again.
Dungeon crawl, yay!
And I will to knock on the door.
Nothing happens.
Say please.
Is it locked?
If you try the door, yes, you can tell it's locked.
Well, then I try the door and I can tell it's locked.
Knock on the lock. Yes, it is another locked door.
Of course it is.
Hmm.
Hey.
Hey, Iz.
Hey,
hope you didn't
Iz,
put
can you
your
do
tools
another
down.
Hey, lockpick friends.
I'll run over there with my arms extended, tools out, like, show me the lock. I'm here. Ready to go.
So Iz, I'm gonna give you a freebie.
Okay.
Well, a sort of freebie. You have a key from the chests in the.
I thought we did. I totally thought we did.
Oh my God.
I remember.
Oh yeah, because I made the da-na-na-na sound when we got
Right.
the key.
Yeah.
I asked if we had a key. Okay.
I forgot.
Right
Have it
there,
written
a
down,
key. I
but-
did write it down.
Wait, no, you
Izzy
asked if we
picks
had
the
a key
lock.
while Juice was in the potty. So
Oh.
I even
Yeah.
said I'm pretty sure we have a key, but I don't remember writing it down.
Oh,
Or I
okay.
can't find
Yeah,
it.
sorry I missed
Yeah.
that.
Picked the lock.
Iz does
picked
have
the
a
lock
key.
and was like, "What? Oh yeah, I have the key."
However, the
funny.
key does not work on this door.
Mother.
Oh, okay.
So
well,
I did want to just throw it out there because I figured like if you remembered you have a key, you probably would have tried that first. So
Correct.
Cool.
just so that's on the table, you do have a key.
Mhm.
Cool.
But yes, it does not work on this door.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna attempt to open it with the thieves' tools.
All right, same
Okay.
same check.
Okay. It makes me choose how proficient I am and what thing I use it for. It's weird. Anyway, 12.
Is
Are you
the-
going into the tool itself and then use tools on the character sheet?
Oh,
Where is that?
If you go into your
Oh.
equipment, click on Thieves Tools, and then look
Oh,
at
yeah.
the top right corner.
yeah, it's the same thing.
Okay.
It'll ask select ability and then select proficiency with it. There we go.
Selectability like Dex versus Strength versus. Oh,
Mhm.
weird. Okay.
It's fine.
I don't know. Maybe that's
I
because
like drop down menus.
maybe that's because like you can use like intelligence, because I read that as a rule somewhere. It's like you can alter it to be intelligence instead of dexterity.
Oh.
Right, and like
Okay.
anybody can use thieves tools. So if you're not proficient in it, then you can select that in the proficiency option. That
That
hey,
makes
I'm
sense.
only half proficient in it.
Okay.
Like, what does that look like? I don't know.
That does make sense. Okay. So with a 12, you have a similar struggle with this door, but you do eventually end up getting the iconic click that you would understand is unlocking the door. So,
Cool.
this opens up into a room that straight ahead you're able to see a large stone structure laid out on the ground, and it's from this distance. I don't know if you can see that. Can you? Just barely? Not really.
I can see
Way,
it.
way off into the darkness, you can see that there sits a stone slab-like structure.
Okay.
Immediately to your right, you can most of you can see that there are a couple of, I'm just gonna call them coffins.
Animated hands.
There sit a couple coffins along the wall just to your south. I believe Cal and Whirl, you're having like a really hard time seeing it, but you can just barely make out like the outlines of these stone boxes. Taryn, you can see with your
Yeah,
advanced dark vision.
with my big eyes.
Dark vision.
The room that you're in is sort of entryway into another area, and you can see this is clearly a tomb. This structure itself is its own stone coffin.
Okay.
And there you can see the outlines and edges of several lining the outer outline of this second area, but just these two in this area that you're currently in.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna come over here and whisper to everyone. This is definitely a tomb. There's a very big sarcophagus in the back. And this splits off into two more areas of coffins.
Sorry, I'm gonna shift the screen a little bit.
That's okay.
It's all good.
It moved like a quarter of an inch. We good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, I've been teleported to Elysium by accident.
Oh no.
On a different note, Cal and Oral, are you guys cool? Do you want some light? Like, do you guys feel like you need extra light?
I mean, being able to see more wouldn't hurt.
Right. I'm trying to think of how I can gain more light without potentially blowing cover. And my first
Well,
thought was, what if you
if-
light up the horns?
if
And then
we
that
make-
seems silly.
If we make a light for, I have a cantrip.
Right.
We both have cantrips for light, but if we make a light for Cal and you just stick close to Cal.
True.
I can't do it anymore.
Oh, well then I can make a light.
But I do have a torch, and I like rummage through my backpack and pull out a torch that I
do
had
have
for no
oil that we
reason.
could just light on fire.
I don't think burning oil in a tomb would be very
I mean,
respectful of the dead. I mean, these
Or
are dead
good
people,
for
but I
like
don't want to.
oxygen.
Right?
There's
Yeah.
probably not good airflow down here.
Um,
I have one. I have
So-
a lamp.
I'm gonna grab a pot from my bag.
See, but I don't want to, like, not that I think we're going to encounter anything and, like, not already blow our cover, but I don't think magically lighting something, I feel like magically lighting something is going to blow our cover.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
You just stick close.
I mean,
Thanks.
only if one of you two do it, because I don't think that the monks have a lot of magic.
Right.
I think if
Right.
Gert did it, it would be fine.
I mean, it could always be we asked them to do it so that they could see where they were going so they wouldn't stumble around and
Waste
all that
time.
jazz.
That's valid.
Yeah.
Cool. So then light something up for Cal, and I will just be his
Yeah,
bodyguard.
just stick close to Cal. Yeah.
Sounds good.
So I'm gonna take a pot from my bag. I'm gonna light up a pot.
All right.
I
Turn
like
my
to go.
trusty frying pan into a
Yep.
lighting pan.
There you go.
So bright light 20 feet, dim light another 20. Got it.
Yep. So it's not great, but it's helping you a little bit.
I think I'm going to the group. I think I'm gonna go check out that sarcophagus in the back and see if there's anything on it.
I can come with you and pretend like I'm leading you there. Just lead the way because I can't really see that far.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check out these coffins here.
I'm gonna.
These ones?
Yeah.
And Taryn, you were saying something?
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk in front of. Oh, whoops! I thought you
Oh,
couldn't
sorry.
see me, so I tried to move back.
Oh, I can see it.
But yeah, I'm just gonna walk with Iz all the way to this front sarcophagus, and see if there's any writing on it.
Okay. I'm gonna start with Gert. What do your ASMR eyes see?
We just got the extended edition of all three of the original Lord of the Rings on Blu-ray. Finished Fellowship, immediately put in Two Towers.
Nice.
And does anybody else have the Two Towers where it comes in 2 discs?
Blu-ray or DVD?
A DVD.
I think my sister does.
Because like I talked to my friends about it, and they're like, "What do you mean? There's only 1 disc for Two Towers." And I'm like, "I have the box set right over there. I know it has 2 discs."
Yeah, I think
I'm
like the original release had it as two.
So Gert,
Yes.
what are you looking for specifically? Also, I'll need Gert, Taryn, and Iz to make investigation checks while Gert answers that question.
Cool.
Wow.
Ooh, 19. There we
Nice.
go.
Damn.
Thank you.
Nat 19, dude.
I'm
My raw intelligence is just so powerful.
I'm looking to see if there's any names or dates, or if there are, like, if I can see any. Are these clear coffins, or are they like stone? Like, what kind of stone are they?
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
So the stone, you can tell the stone that these sarcophagi are made out of is different from the stone that like the structure is made of.
Okay.
These two are open and empty, and you aren't able to find any sort of writing or indication of what's here or supposed to be here.
Okay.
Iz and Taryn, I need you to actually wait. Okay.
I have to plug something in. I'll be right back.
We summon a mummy. No.
Iz, I need you to make a history check.
History. Cool. 7.
Okay.
No.
Great.
No.
That's okay.
I too have not great intelligence.
So the history check was for the second part of what I'm about to describe, but you both
Mhm.
definitely get the first part.
Okay.
Directly at the base of this sarcophagus, almost in a plaque, but it's also stone and like chiseled into the stone in incredibly, I'm just going to say, perfect handwriting. It looks as if it's chiseled in, but it's also so clean and perfect that it seems like it was handwritten into the stone. Here lies Samular Caradun, Defender of the North. Taryn,
Mhm.
Samular rings a big bell for you. A knight of Samular is a part of the delegation that your faction told you was being transported.
Oh my god.
With that information from your faction, you would also know that the titles of knights is usually what they're referred to rather than their actual name.
So his name isn't Saradun.
His name is not Samular is like the order of knights that he was with. Sorry, I shouldn't even say he. You don't know.
They.
That they
And
were- yeah.
Cara Dune was like a, we'll call it a rank.
Sure.
Okay.
Is that like Cara Dune from The Mandalorian, but just her name squished together?
Oh,
So
okay.
you definitely know, you specifically, Taryn, know that like Samular Cara Dune indicates one specific person, but it is not this person's name.
Hmm.
It is. Okay.
Is, as far as you know, that is this person's name
Okay.
for now.
What was the rest of that? Here lies Samular Cara Dune. That's all I could write down before I completely forgot.
Something of the North.
Defender of the North.
Defender of the North.
Defender.
Okay.
So just to make sure I'm getting it right, there could be multiple people named Samular Caradun,
We're titled.
since it's a title and a
Right.
rank.
There
Or
could
since
be.
it's
There
okay.
could be. It would not be many if there were more than one.
Okay.
Like the Samular being like the order, Caradun being a sort of rank. You also know that this order of knights is a sort of small band. How do I want to describe that? You know for sure that like if this was just some normal knight in like a platoon level ranking, there couldn't be a dozen of them.
Gotcha.
Like there at most there could only be a handful of people who have like the same first and second
They would have the
rank
like
to
the
be
exact
addressed
same
by.
title in total.
Right,
Fair.
right. Yeah, sorry. Words are hard today apparently.
I gotcha.
It's Friday. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll relay that information to Iz. One of the knights in my faction, the Order of the Gauntlet, was a follower. I got that right, didn't I? They're a follower.
Who was a follower?
Some one of the people in my in my order, the order of the gauntlet?
Oh yeah, so this is for now it's not going to be a named person because I don't want to just make up some bullshit on the spot. But you would know that this is like a contact for information for like your missions. So they rank higher than you, and they're important enough that they've been relaying you information about where to send you tasks to carry out, that sort of thing.
Got you. Yeah. Somebody who's a higher rank than me in the order followed this House of Knights. It's not a this isn't his name. This is his house name and his rank.
Taryn, you would also know that in order to be addressed by this like this sort of nomenclature is a sign of respect.
Gotcha. So, okay. For him to have this this kind of memorial inscribed on his tomb, it would have to be a he's been honored very heavily.
Okay.
Oh, you know what, Taryn, with the information that you were given, so I apologize if I'm just reiterating something you already know, but just to make sure that the correct information is on the table, the information you were given was that the knight was to be interred with honor at Summit Hall.
At Summit Hall.
You are not at Summit Hall.
We are not. We are at. We heard. Oh wait, no, that was an accident. We weren't supposed to hear Summit Hall before. Okay.
What?
There was a session where, I believe, like you said that the delegation were being taken to Summit Hall, but it was actually that cave underneath, Feathergale Spire.
Oh, yes, I remember that. Yep, you're right. But you do know that the delegation was supposed to go to Summit Hall.
Oh, they were. Okay,
Yeah, that's what I got mixed up when I was saying that. So they were, of their own volition, they were supposed to eventually go to Summit Hall after sometime after Yartar. But some people were taken to that area near Feathergale Spire. Definitely against their plan.
Whoever this was a very important person. What was the word you used for what he was at Feathergale Spire?
Eridu?
The verb.
At Feathergale?
No, not. Never mind.
It's okay. This
was,
is like a weird info dump, crisscrossing all of the stuff we've learned sort of place.
I'm getting the important stuff down, but I'm trying to remember specific words. He was. Yeah, he was.
Are you looking for the word interned?
Yes. Thank you.
All right.
He was interned at Feathergale Spire. Not God.
No.
Summit Hall.
Okay.
Summit Hall.
Supposed to be interned at Summit Hall. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh,
My mind
okay,
is
yeah.
going crazy.
Yes.
So he was supposed to be just. This is the player, not the human, not the character.
Okay.
He was supposed to be interred at Summit Hall, but he is here, or the thing is here, and that is the issue that we have now found.
Correct.
Right. All right.
And on that note, actually, Cal and Whirl, are you guys hanging out by that door, or while this is going on, are you doing anything?
I mean, we could look at stuff.
I'm not meaning to like hint at anything. I just want to
Sure.
make sure I'm not missing if you guys want to be doing or trying anything else on your own.
Do I notice if any of this rock, any of these coffins / sarcophagi, if they remind us of any other like dwarven architecture, craftsmanship that we've seen before?
Sure. Make a nature check.
Good, because I'm really good at nature checks.
Woo!
Mhm.
Ooh, yeah.
17.
Let me see.
I like always cross my fingers that it's nature because it's the one of the things I have expertise in.
Yeah.
Where did that go?
Oh, so you don't have any points in intelligence. That's just your expertise.
I am just happy to be here,
I'm helping.
which is hard because, like, actual human eye feel like I am very intelligent, and Whirl is just happy to be here. So I'm
You're just-
trying to be like, what
you're
do
just
I
a-
notice?
You're just very
See, that
lucky
looks like that rock I saw 2 days ago.
You're just very lucky at guessing plants and rocks.
Exactly. Oh, well, no, I grew up on a farm. That's why I'm good at plants.
Oh.
Yeah,
What?
Of course.
I know what's up. I've got a backstory.
A backstory? What's that?
It's this thing where like the behind you part talks about stuff.
Oh, so you grow
Yeah.
a back on your a mouth on your back. I see.
Yeah,
Ew,
exactly.
gross.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Whirl, earlier, you guys as a whole were able to surmise that the structure that you're in is definitely dwarven in nature.
Tight.
With that 17, you think back to the only other time so far that you've seen any sort of relic to the dead setting. Specifically not the undead, but the dead,
Sure.
was the final room in the like makeshift cave under Red Larch, where you saw
The hole in the ground.
Yeah.
Tight.
You definitely saw several intentionally placed and almost like mummified bodies,
hmm
but there were no coffins or sarcophagi.
Sure.
So this is different.
Okay.
You are not able to tell if they are necessarily dwarven specifically or not, but as far as like those settings and what you've seen so far, you're able to definitely tell like this is different from that other scenario.
Okay.
I think this is a good point to take a quick break if you guys are cool with that.
Sure.
Yeah.
It might be
Yeah,
a
I
little
am just,
longer
like,
because
hanging
it's
out. By the door,
Okay.
keeping an eye out if anybody's coming from behind us or anything like that. That's pretty
Oh.
much all I'm doing. So I'm just hanging out.
Okay. That sounds good. I think we got the descriptions out of the way for everything you guys looked for so far. So yeah, we'll take a quick, we'll say like 5-minute break if that's cool with you guys.
It might be a little longer for us just because it's dinner
potty
and
time?
potty time. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, cool. We'll be right back.
Word plus a key in like the smallest handwriting that I have,
Yeah.
Oh, you
and then $30 right after that because obviously I know where my where my priorities are. Yeah.
All
All of
right.
the dollar signs are where my priorities are.
Okay, so we're back. At this point, we've established that Taryn and you have found a burial site clearly dedicated to the person that you, Taryn, had been connected with through your information through the Order of the Gauntlet. It's Order of the Gauntlet, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
To
The OG.
Do I
yeah.
real quick, do I remember his name? No, I don't. Never mind, you already said that.
No, but you. Oh, were you told his name? No.
Like the guy from the Order of the Gauntlet is the name I meant.
Right. But you were told. So I'll read this to you because I copied and pasted this. And Gert, I've specifically not been including you on this exchange. Because until like just before I said this, or just after I said this, you had been sort of behind. So right now you do not know what this is. It's
Yeah.
only Taryn and is at this point. But Taryn, coming back to you, so I copied and pasted this from what I originally sent you guys, so I'm just going to reread it to you to make sure, again, everything's on the table and I'm not being like nefarious by leaving things out. The delegation was transporting the body of a knight who was killed fighting orcs in the Spine of the World. It's a location in the mountains way, way, way north of here. The knight was to be interred with honor at Summit Hall, the chapter house of an order called the Knights of Samular. So, like, the order of the knights is Samular.
Oh, okay. So, this is more recent than I thought it was. Oh.
Ah,
shit.
the big light bulb.
I had a flicker going, and then you said with a delegation. I was like, oh.
Yeah. So
Is it
all
the same delegation? Sorry, I'm done.
you definitely all know it's the same delegation. Yeah.
Awesome.
There's like multiple things tied to this one delegation. And that was actually the reasoning for this unusual cooperation between the factions in the first place, and
Right.
sending the 5 of you together. Was like this delegation had several people, tasks, and things involved that different factions had some sort of vested interest in. And that's why you were all sent to Red Larch together in the first place.
And-
Sorry, guys. I have to handle something. We've
Okay,
got a
it's
mess
okay.
here.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I'll say this to Iz then.
Yeah.
If this is the body that the delegation was transporting, I think that the chances of the dwarf being Gimlin's brother like just shot up.
Okay.
Oh. That's a.
So this is terrible timing, but things happen. As you say that, Taryn, 4 of these sarcophagi
Nope.
slide open.
Mummies!
God.
So we're gonna need to roll initiative when
When I get back.
when
Shit.
Cal and Gert are back.
Well, I'll roll my initiative anyway because we all know it's not.
Yeah,
gonna
that'll
be
give me time to
Yeah.
set things up.
18? What? Okay.
Whoops.
Christ. Okay.
So-
Initiative.
I'm gonna-
Initiative is.
Crap.
Oh, that makes sense. Never mind. I
Oh,
was
no.
doing some math
I
wrong.
got 4.
It only goes blank when it's a crit fail or a crit success. It's
Right,
never blank when it's a
exactly. I
normal
always-
number.
I panic, so I have to like scroll over it to deduce what it is before it actually shows up. It's like, oh.
Initiative is your dex modifier plus 8, correct?
It's 8 plus Dex modifier, and then certain subclasses and feats give you bonuses specifically to initiative.
Cool. So I think technically mine should always be 1 higher because as a jack of all trades, I get half of my proficiency bonus added to any ability check. And initiative, a roll is an ability check. And I did the math, and doing the math on it, I think I rolled a 2 and then added 3, and I think my dex is, I don't know. Never mind. I'm probably wrong. Because it adds in my jack of all trades to like all of the skill checks, but I'm under. But
To
I read
all
somewhere-
skill checks?
Yeah, like if
Oh.
and when I roll it anyway, so all of my skill, if you like look at my sheet, they all have like a half line through them because that's all my half proficiency. So I get like an additional 1 on all of those skill checks, and then once my proficiency goes up to 4, once my proficiency bonus is 4, I will have 2 on all of those.
I'm
But doesn't
doing
add
the
it to-
most.
Initiative.
I'm
Not
doing
that
the
a
most
6 is going to
rules
change
one.
any more than 5, but I still want my initiative to be 1 higher.
Proficiency right now should be plus 2, I believe, right?
No, we're at plus 3.
Plus
I went
3.
up at 5. Yeah. I have been sneakily paying attention to my proficiency.
Okay, yeah.
It just says that initiative is just a dexterity check in the rule book, so.
It is a dexterity check, but that is considered a skill.
Yep.
So it does apply for jack of all
I'm-
trades.
Oh, that's epic.
I know.
Yeah.
I feel dirty doing that. I don't like. Oh no.
I mean, I've found several third-party sources that interpret the same way. So I do feel confident about that.
Right. I mean, all it would do is put me to 6 instead of 5, but that's also something that I don't mind saying out loud every time I roll initiative.
I mean, that can also like get you ahead of multiple monsters, like
Right.
just a +1.
Yeah. I don't know if this
Bards-
ever came to 5th edition, but I know there was a feat in 3.5 that
Mhm.
part of it said you automatically win initiative. Like no matter what everybody else has an initiative, you automatically go first.
I think the alert feat
Mm.
does something similar, but it doesn't let you win initiative. It just gives you a giant bonus.
Yeah. That's right. Sounds
I just know that
familiar.
I've been looking at feats and not, one, I want to like pop up my charisma, and 2, I keep finding feats that I'm like, that might be cool, but I don't think the world would do it.
Okay.
That's
I-
basically where I'm at feats. I'm like, Warcaster would be cool, but I'm also like, I don't know if I might take Warcaster later on just because I have so many goddamn concentration spells.
Oh yeah.
Warcaster is
Like
pretty.
all of the good bard shit is like concentration.
What does
Right.
Warcaster do again?
You get advantage on concentration checks to keep your spells alive. And
you
like
can cast you can use somatic components with both of your hands occupied.
and
Amazing.
you can cast a spell as a reaction, like if
You can take an opportunity
like,
attack
that's what I
with
meant, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
spell.
Holy shit. Okay,
So,
that's
like,
very good.
Mage
Yeah.
Slayer plus Warcaster is like a combination I go for in every single caster
It's-
character I
Yeah.
ever play.
It's like, hey, we're gonna have a wizard fight. I win.
Yeah.
right.
Oh god, magic is so cool, but I'm afraid I'm not gonna be able to use it to where it would be as fun as I see other people use it.
Right.
Uh,
'Cause I'm like, I, could
I don't
do
know,
that, or
with-
I could just
With Tasha's, it sort of fills in a lot of the gray area, I think,
Mhm.
with like the caster versus non-caster thing. There's a lot more blending now.
I think it adds like more unity to the game. It
Yeah.
doesn't really feel like there's a like 3 areas of martial, caster, and caster.
Right.
It feels like it's more of a. They just kind of like took the cutting board that had those 3 types on it and just scooped it all into a pot.
Right.
Fair.
And I've seen a lot of complaints from people that are like, well, what's the point anymore of picking race and class if everything's just going to get blended together? And
Mhm.
my thought on that is really just, well, there are still limitations.
right.
So there are still inherent advantages to picking certain combinations if you're going for like certain builds, so to speak.
right.
But I really do think that what Tasha's does is intend to just make the gray area less gray so that you aren't necessarily, like for instance in this campaign, we know we're going to go to level 20,
Mhm.
but there's also 3 people in this group who are like newer to D&D, and Andrea, in your case, brand new. So, okay, Andrea, you're new to D&D. Pick a character, follow the rules for building a character. We're gonna go to level 20. If you
I mean,
end up,
that's fully what I did, and I was like, I have no fucking idea what I'm doing.
yeah.
She, like,
So
yeah,
if you end up
Let me have
picking like
6
a combination
instruments.
that ends up being severely limiting compared to what
Right.
you want to do 8 levels in,
right.
like our options are roll a new character, we'll kill off the one you already have,
Right.
or make the gray area more flexible so that you can at least, like, you're not completely held down
Mhm.
just because you picked a bad combination from the start, you know? I think that's really what it's meant to be aimed toward.
I think that's why I was so appreciative of all of the 4th level stuff from Tasha's, because like I know for bards, and I believe it was the same way for clerics and possibly other casters and things, like you have that option to like change a fair chunk of things of like, I've now played with this for a while, and since I'm a baby D&D player and I have no fucking idea what I'm doing, and it turns out when your charisma is already this high, you don't need friends and charm person,
Right.
I can drop one of those.
It's because what's it called? It's
'Cause I
called
dropped
like because you get to like whenever you get to whenever you get to pick a new cantrip, you can choose to just swap one out and then do something else, right?
That was one of them, but at level 4, it was straight up like you can drop, you can change a skill proficiency or skill expertise, maybe.
I don't remember the bard details.
I think it was proficiency because I remember it too. I
Yeah.
remember seeing something similar.
And then there was something else you could swap. And then, yeah, like you could swap out a cantrip, which I was like immediately like, yes.
That's so helpful. I don't know.
And I still have,
I don't know
still have
why.
Blade Ward.
You still have Blade Ward?
I think Blade Ward is good for the first like a surprise round of initiative.
Right.
So you can be like, I'm not gonna take as much damage as soon as combat starts. But then after
Sure.
that, it's pretty much useless unless you find yourself in a very specific circumstance.
It is a cantrip, so I guess it's got that going for it.
Right.
I don't know. I've been playing around with ideas for like custom feats too.
Sure.
And
I'm listening.
this would be like a major overhaul, so I don't think I'll do it with this game. I might do it in the future when I have a lot more experience under my belt DMing. But like going to a more, I think they do this in Pathfinder, where instead of action bonus action, you just have like a certain number of actions you can take on your turn. And then like everything you do is one of those actions. Take your pick.
Yeah, you have
Okay.
like action points and not
Yeah.
specific actions.
So then other things like the spell rules would still have to apply, where one is a leveled spell, one is a cantrip. Reactions would probably still have to be part of the pool, and as specifically reactions.
Right.
But I don't know. That's an idea I've played with, but at the same time, it feels like a lot of intentional thought and planning and purpose and testing has gone behind the action bonus action reaction system. So I would be pretty naive to say I think I have a better idea. You know what I mean?
I think
Sure.
the action economy in 5th edition is like as balanced as it can be, because like characters can do like a ton of stuff, like a lot of really cool stuff, and there has to be some way to limit that.
Right. I'll be
Without
really
making it-
interested. I haven't played a campaign above level 10. I also haven't run any session above level 10. I've done several level 10 one-shots, and I played a campaign that went to level 10, so we were at level 10 for a while. So like that's like my high gauge for what characters can do. I'll be very interested to see both what this group and my other game, which is also going to level 20.
Nice.
I'll be really interested
Oh,
to
yeah,
see
the-
what options become available as far
Yeah.
as action economy goes, because right now it seems like bonus action is really sparse, and then reaction is even more sparse. There are a couple really specific feats and upgrades for characters that can make more use of reactions,
Right.
but it seems like everything is so action only oriented that it's really difficult to be able to do multiple things in a turn. And of course you have your extremes like monks with key points and sorcerers with sorcery points. and
What
that
the
sort of
fuck
thing.
did you guys do?
Hi. What?
We
Oh.
literally, I said a
Literally
thing.
did
I
not
was
have it.
like, I was like, hey, I think the chances of the dwarf being Gimlin's brother just shot up, and then mummies appeared. That was all that happened.
Also, yeah.
They didn't do anything in their defense,
I
but the
think-
trigger happened for some zombies to pop up. So
I think
I've been
maybe
standing next
me
to Cal
saying
this
shut
whole
up.
time.
I think me saying shut up made the bodies shoot up out of their coffins.
are you guys good? Are we okay?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
We're
Fine. Don't
we're-
worry about us.
We're
It's
sitting
okay.
and we're gonna wait on it because she
Okay.
seems okay. It
Aw.
just that was startling. That doesn't happen often. So
Okay.
Hey.
Well, if you need to step away again, no worries. Just let me know, and
Okay.
we'll figure it out. It's all good. Okay.
So I need to roll
Um,
initiative.
Yeah, so you guys need to roll
Yeah.
initiative.
Cool.
I specifically asked Cal and Whirl what was happening back here just to make sure that there wasn't like an unfair, well, you didn't let me do anything sort of situation.
Sure.
So yeah, as these guys were checking out this ornate sarcophagus on the edge of this small cavern, after some time, the tops of 4 of these tombs or of these coffins slid open and animated corpses appear and are definitely coming at you guys.
Of course they are.
So
Oh, no,
Cal
not
has a
animated corpses.
Gross.
15.
I have no health. I forgot that I had no health.
Yeah, you
I'm
get
more
knocked
terrified.
Fuck.
Gert
okay, bud.
also has a 15.
I'll be your meat shield.
I was like,
Uh,
okay, it'll be all good. No, it won't
both
be because I have 12 hit
+2.
points.
Ah.
Cal, does your alert feat give you a bonus to initiative? Or is it just saves?
It's the danger sense is just
danger sense.
dex saving throws.
Okay. So since you both have the same modifier, I'm actually going to leave it up to you guys. Would you like to roll off to see who goes first, or do you want to just pick between the two of you? I really don't care.
I feel like Gert would go first because she is closer to what's happening.
Yeah,
and,
because
like,
I can actually see what's happening and they can't.
yeah.
Oh yeah, they're all
Okay.
in the dark.
Fair.
They have no idea what's going on.
No, he has a
He has a pot.
that's lit up, so I can see by his pot.
But that's like only 40 feet, isn't it? So they can only see like
Yeah.
They can-
all
they
the
can-
right to there.
It's like on the edge of their field of view that
Okay.
Except I
I
don't know
can
if this
hear it
is
scream, and then I know what's happening.
Hey, is that a?
What's up, Cal?
Are they like dying over there? Maybe we should help.
I don't know if this needs to be fixed. I can see like all the way to the edge.
that is
Like,
because
there
of
are-
the lit pot that Whirl has.
Okay.
So that's what we were talking about is that you have the lit pot, and that's why we can see. That's what I was under the
Oh.
impression of.
Yeah. Whirl has it right now, right?
No.
Or who has it?
Cal has it because we're trying to fill the ruse. The idea behind the pot was that if one of the other 3 had it, then it looked still like the 2 of us dressed as monks.
Oh, I have it on Iz. Sorry,
Oh.
I have it on Gert because she was the one who cast the spell. So who actually possesses the pot?
Cal.
Calvis is a pot.
Yes, and so I was standing near Cal so that we type. Because both.
Okay,
Still
Cal,
not
your
seeing it.
vision just changed, and it's about to change again.
hmm
So
Ah,
you're,
my eyes.
you're holding a pot, so that'll be something to keep in mind if you end up trying to use your hands for things.
Yeah. That,
Okay.
Okay. That makes a lot more sense.
So
Okay.
now your field of vision is correct.
Great.
World, yours is also correct.
Great.
So you cannot see the zombies attacking, but I'm gonna say between the and the like
And
the squirmy ew sounds that everybody else is making, you know that you've encountered zombies before. You know zombies are attacking.
Yeah, we have.
regular
Oh my
old
God.
run-of-the-mill zombies.
Yeah.
We just need
so,
to have a
hand
dance
puns
party
this
and we'll
time.
be
It makes
okay.
me sad.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Music.
Oh, I wish I had Tasha's hideous laughter because I have so many zombie puns.
All right. Battle music commences. You guys are in
Oh, I need to turn
initiative.
my volume up.
Taryn, you're up. It is
I
pretty
get to go
quiet.
first.
Yes.
Wonderful. Oh, and I wasn't
No.
expecting to be first because I'm never first.
You are today.
I have outsider knowledge, but I don't think. I don't know. Terran would do this anyway. He's just gonna throw a guiding bolt at this guy right over here.
By
If I
outsider
can do
knowledge,
that,
do you mean radiant damage is good against zombies?
Yeah, that's exactly.
You would
what I
totally know
meant.
that in character. You're an experienced cleric and you fought zombies before, so you would absolutely
true.
know
Okay.
that.
Dope. I was like, I don't know, would he do spiritual weapon? Because I think, it would be kind of weird if he.
I'm gonna
Didn't?
throw you guys a bone with
Ah,
since
'cause they're
since
zombies.
since this is a campaign that includes new to D&D people, you know more as you experience the fights that you do. So just as a recollection, like when you first encountered zombies, you were level what, 1, 2?
One or
Yes.
two. One. It was
One.
level
Yeah.
Two,
So,
because
like-
we leveled them right after the thing.
They were kind of tough at level 1, 2, but now you're level 5.
Yeah.
Like, and you've had a fair amount of experience with zombies, so you know that this is not like a huge threat unless you're very depleted on health and resources.
Gotcha.
So.
But yeah, I just wanted to cast a guiding bolt at that zomber right there.
Okay,
And that was a 13 to hit.
that hits.
And that's 16 radiant damage.
Okay. Wait a minute. That's not right. Okay. So you plop a guiding bolt at this guy, and even though they kind of almost got the jump on you, spoiler alert, they're very slow, so there wasn't really much opportunity for a surprise. Your guiding bolt just immediately obliterates this thing, and it just shambles onto the ground.
Yeah. And then this time, instead of like nice like sunlight sparkly remains, it's kind of like a shadow just kind of wisps away the dust that was there.
Nice. All right. Anything else for your turn?
I don't think I have a bonus action. I don't. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
All right, Gert, you're up.
Is Destroy Undead part of my channel divinity, or is it just something I got?
I think it's part of your channel divinity,
It's
but
channel
let's...
divinity.
Correct.
Thing.
Why didn't I do that? I forgot I could do that.
Well, good fight, team.
Cause like I ask because there are a bunch of things, like it's at the very end of the list after 3 things that are not connected to my channel divinity.
Oh yeah, that's really funky.
And that's why I'm asking.
Music is so good.
Turn on dead feature. Yeah. Oh, that's funky. Okay, I see exactly what you mean.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
want to see.
Yeah, it is part of your
Yeah.
channel divinity because Turn
Okay.
Undead is a part of that.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, I would rather not do that then. Cause I want to use that for other things. So, what kind of damage is ouchie to zombies? Did we say radiant?
Radiant.
Radiant.
Yeah, you
Cool.
know, Radiant is usually very good against undead of
Cool.
most kinds.
So I'm gonna cast Word of Radiance
Oh yeah. Ooh, oh damn.
as a 3.
damn.
you
He's a number.
you gotta get within 5 feet of it. It's kind of dumb,
You do have to get very
But-
close.
But am I within 5 feet of this one?
You are 10
Alright.
feet.
Oh, I'm 10 feet
But,
away from this one. Okay.
Yeah.
but the good thing about Word of Radiance is it's an area of effect, so you could hit 2 of them if you got it between them.
So if I move here, boop, and I say suck it, you two.
I taught her well.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll hit him with 3. That's fine.
Word of Radiance.
Yeah.
At will, 5 feet. And it is not a spell attack, it's a saving throw. Okay.
Yes.
Con save, DC is 13. Do I have that right?
Yes. Correct.
Okay, so it'll be a con save for each of them. Roll twice, and it is the tokens.
Yes.
So 22 and 10.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no!
I mean, I hit one of them for 3.
So yeah, because
Uh,
it's a cantrip, it's all or nothing, right? There's no half damage.
Correct.
Okay. So this was the 22, this was the 10,
Okay.
and it was 2d6 radiant.
Yes, but it came up as a 3.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
A 2 and a 1. Ouch.
Wow.
Oofda.
You're correct.
I'm gonna shift here real quick just to make sure the screen can see correctly.
Otherwise.
Yep. Okay. So Gert, you can tell that this spell ended up not being quite as powerful as you expected. However, you can tell flavor text for radiant damage. You can definitely tell that the type of damage that you're dealing is doing more than it normally would.
All right. So, for my bonus action,
Don't you know?
I'm going to cast Healing Word on Taryn.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
What a
You
gift.
did the most.
Ooh. That's a lot. That's a lot of healing.
Jeez.
Total of 9. Oh yeah, Disciple of Life.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm glad that's
Excellent.
working. I do my best to
Every
keep up
time.
with dev updates for D&D Beyond, and that was definitely a big one.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else for you?
I'm gonna shoot. I was here. Can I just move back to where I was? I don't know if I have enough room for that. Hold on.
You can. You have 30 feet of movement, right?
Perfect. Yes, I'm gonna just move back here and say,
Yep. Okay, so as you move back, you're going to take 2 swipes from zombies using their opportunity attacks.
yep. That's okay.
So it's the tokens,
It's a little
7 and 14.
side.
The 14 hits.
Okay.
Just barely.
So, ooh, that's going to be 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Ouchies. Did that do max damage?
Mm-hmm.
It did.
That's okay. I'm okay.
Yep. Okay, so now it is Cal's turn.
Is that zombie's name Slam?
No,
Oh,
Slam
no.
is the
No,
attack.
slam is the
Okay.
attack.
Yeah.
Slam, parentheses, zombie. The other ones are
That'd be pretty
punch
funny.
and face. Alright, I'm done.
Do I know what's going on?
Sounds of combat to your east. You can definitely tell, and you heard like the guttural, like exhaling sounds that gives you an eerie reminder of being in the cave before the necromancer. So yes, you know, you at least have fair confidence that your companions are fighting zombies.
Okay. So, I am going to. What am I? 40. Wait, that's. Well, yeah, 40 is walking. So let's. Yeah, I'm just gonna head in this direction. That should be it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 45, 40. That's as much as I can go.
So you can see clearly the 2, one to your northeast, one to your southeast, and then you can see faintly but clearly enough to surmise that there are 3 zombies and 1 dead one lying on the floor.
Okay, so I am going to throw because I've got the pot in the one hand. I'm going to reach over and throw Thunderpoke at this one.
Okay.
Because that's... Oh, actually, let me... Ooh, no. Or wait, from there. That okay, that's barely within the range. That's the 30, so
Yep.
I think that's okay. Okay.
30 is the point that you roll without disadvantage.
Right.
Oh, yeah. That definitely hits.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
So 9 piercing damage. Does the retract ability, does that take an action? How much time does that take? I haven't really had to use it mid combat before.
I will look at. I'm gonna go back to my messages.
I think that usually it's a bonus action to recall.
Well, I homebrewed this though, so I
Oh.
want to make.
What?
Did I send
I
that
thought this
directly to you, Joe, or did I send it in the channel? Oh, you copied and pasted it onto your character sheet anyway.
Yeah, there's a bunch of things I copied and pasted over. Just
Okay.
I think this one is actually everything. So
Okay.
range of melee attack, thunder wave, charges. The spear will always on your turn return to you, but it doesn't specify like the timing of it.
Okay. Let's refine that statement because I remember what I meant it to be. You
Okay.
can choose, even on the same turn that you throw it, you can choose to have it return to you or stay in its place, and then on a future turn have it return to you as a free action.
Okay, but I guess let me explain what my thinking was, is to
Okay.
basically chuck it, hit that one. If there is some timing left for it to come back and return to me, I would basically want to chuck it again because I have 2 attacks per action.
You can definitely do that. Yep.
Sick.
Yep. It uses your
Okay.
action economy to do that, and yes, absolutely.
Well, if it uses the action economy, like that's, I guess, I have 2 attacks per action.
Yep.
And I
Yep.
guess I'm okay with it being like a bonus action for me to be able to recall it or something like that. I just want to make sure that I'm not overdoing it basically, and if there's, especially later on, if I still have this thing, I'm just like chucking it left and right, like.
Well,
Sorry,
it-
what did that
yeah.
look like when you were checking it left and right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Just wanted to
it
check.
is
Just
still
Yeah.
it is still fitting. This is the Captain America Shield spear version, right?
Okay.
So yeah, I did write it to be limited by the number of attacks you can make per turn, but that is inherent of your race plus class plus features combination. So yes, it does work like that.
And
Okay.
an action economy just means like the amount of actions, bonus actions, and reactions you have per turn.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I know I have a limited amount of things to do, and so I wanted to make
Yeah.
sure that recalling it fit into that somehow.
Yes, it does. It's a free action and you can choose to not have it return if there's like a strategic element to making that happen for you.
Sure. Well, in this case, the strategy that I'm doing is I want to throw it again. So
And you're keeping
Um,
track of charges, right?
the charges, yeah, I'm not doing any thunder wave.
Oh, you didn't thunderwave the first one. Okay.
No, I'm not doing thunder waves on this one. I'm just
Got
chucking
it.
the spear.
Okay.
Yeah, just spear is a spear.
Okay.
And especially because I've got the pot in the one hand, I can't really utilize my great axe, so I'm just gonna be like,
Okay.
so yeah, I'm gonna do it again. Same one. That one's an 11 though.
That still hits.
Yes, paper people.
The zombies have a super low DC, if I remember.
That's a
Yeah.
7 piercing damage.
Okay.
15 total.
Yeah, that
Um,
second hit you can tell is definitely making it hurt.
I'll still, it'll still be recalled again, ready for the next one, but I'll stop there and see what everybody else is doing.
Okay. At this point, the zombies, despite being hit a couple times by Cal, Taryn and these two are going to shamble toward you, and Gert, the one nearest you, they all just kind of like look around for a brief second and just almost blindly charge, not literally blindly, but stupid, just charge at the nearest thing to them. And they're all going to make they're gonna like just take their hands and try to overhand clobber you over the head. So this is going to be against Taryn. 22 to hit.
It's a
20 to
20,
hit.
but it's hits.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, 20 to hit. With 3 bludgeoning damage.
I've been bonked.
Then there's a
bonkers
19 against Iz.
Hey, wouldn't you know that does actually hit?
Okay. Ooh, for 7
Oh,
bludgeoning
God.
damage. And then
Fuckers.
Gert, 13 to hit. Sorry, 6 to hit.
No.
No.
I love that.
All right. Whirl, you're up, but I'm really sorry. There's some stuff happening. I will be right back.
Cool.
Okay.
Today's day is stuff happening.
Yeah, it's a busy day today.
Well, then, while that happens, I know that Taryn has already seen this, but this is the beginning of my
Oh, honey.
my Sylvia wall.
Nice. Nice.
Yes,
I love it.
It's got lots of things on it, and I have things color coded, and I have drawn things, and there will be more things.
It's going to get
Amazing.
so large.
And then some things just have question marks around them, and some of them have red circles. You know how it goes.
Oh my goodness.
And I have all the stuff from Cal's dream on there.
Uh,
I was like, these things are weird.
I just looked at Liamon's tiny hut, and I can just like expend 2 spell slots to just instantly cast it, which is awesome.
Ow.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
yeah. Instead,
Oh, yeah,
like
'cause you just did it.
if I choose not to do it as a ritual, I can just be like, skadoosh.
How do you get Leovid's tiny hat?
Twilight cleric.
Oh,
Yeah.
so cool. That's so cool.
It's so helpful. I love it
Damn it.
so much.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Whirl.
Hello.
What are we
Hi.
doing?
Ah, zombies. I'm gonna run up by Cal, because for a second I'm like, why is all the light going away? And then I'm gonna run up. I think I only get 30 till there, actually. And then I'm gonna pound my magic missile down and do. So I was like, I could cast things, but everyone's just a skosh out of my range for anything I like. So I'm gonna do 1 to this guy, whoop, 1 to this guy, and 2 to this guy.
Okay.
Or do I only get 3?
If
only
you
get
cast
3.
it at
Okay,
level
I'll-
2, you get 4.
Yeah. All right, I'll cast it at level 2. Where are we?
And then that's just 2 charges, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I have been paying attention to it and recharging it as needed.
Yeah.
Spells, spells. And just another it's just kind of I'm just yelling at them. It happens. Boom. And I
Oh,
did 4
damn,
damage.
nice.
So 4 and 8 to that that last guy. And then I'll yell, "There's a zombie by you!" And give you bardic inspiration.
Did you see
Oh,
it?
sick.
Okay, so with those beams of light that just beeline toward each of these zombies, you can all see that this one sort of like almost falls to a knee. is very, very hurt. And the one right next to Gert is also extremely hurt. Night, Joey.
Oh.
That was cute.
So the one farthest north and the one farthest south are really, really rough.
What's that one still alive?
Yeah, they're hanging on by a thread. Especially this one.
How long would you say that thread lasts? Like a moment?
Enough that they will get a turn if it comes to them. Anything else for your turn?
That will do it. I did all 3 of my actions.
Okay. You're a little creeped out by the whole thing that just happened around you, so you're a little slow to get in on the action, but it's finally your turn.
Hot
Fine.
diggity dang. Okay. Yeah, I would like to attempt to take care of the guy that is attempting to maul me.
Okay.
I'm gonna say for narrative's sake, I probably don't have my rapier on me. I would have left that with the cart, but I would have a dagger with me at the very least. So I'm gonna use that.
Okay.
And try and hit him with it. Boop. 20
Whoa.
Oh, Jesus H.
I wonder.
I think yes.
Here, let me check my stat block here.
Actually.
Yeah, I think it hits.
And this is probably in poor taste, but may I please also retcon my bonus action of my steady hand so I gain advantage on this so that I can use my sneak attack?
That's not a retcon. That you can absolutely do that. Yeah.
Okay. I figure since I'm in the middle of rolling to hit it and like determine what the damage is, I didn't want to be like, oh,
Yeah.
also can I just add
Well,
more?
we
shit
didn't
onto
roll
here?
the damage, so I say that's fair enough. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, see if you crit. Roll again. Okay.
Well,
Wait. That rolled the
that.
damage.
yeah.
Right.
Well, oh, okay. Sorry, I did that for the damage for that. Let me go ahead and click it again.
Oh,
You got the same roll.
It's the same thing. But I do get to use my sneak attack damage, which is
Sneak attack.
not great. Not great.
Aw.
I'll take
Okay.
I'll take
you
that.
got
So
the
it's-
average damage in total.
Yeah. So 13 probably piercing damage for that
Yes.
guy right there.
So with that single hit, you just like you're skeeved out by this whole thing happening, and then you just almost instinctively like reel around, pull out your dagger, and like slash it across the throat.
Sick.
And
Die.
it
Nice.
also falls to its knees. It's not quite dead yet, but you clearly just like sunk it.
I'm not dead yet. Okay. And then, I mean, I can't really do anything else, but I'll just say, hey, Taryn, if it gets weird, like, stick behind me. I'll be your meat shield, and then that's it.
Okay. I gotcha.
Cool.
Taryn, so it's back to you then.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Spiritual Weapon right there. So it flanks.
Okay, so what does your weapon look like again?
Now instead of a glowing silhouette, all of the natural shadow that is on Terran's body, from like different lighting, basically shifts off of him and forms its own entity.
Ah, that's so cool.
So it's like the Peter Pan shadow. So
Yes,
you have a
Pretty
side-
much, yeah. It's the
That's
Peter
it.
Pan shadow.
Shit, yes.
And it's going to attempt to do what happened to me during the initiation and go for a sturdy blow right into the solar plexus, right to the zombie.
Was it down
if-
here, this one?
In the solar plexus.
This one right there. Yep.
Okay, so you can move that if you end up wanting to / needing to / having the opportunity.
Right.
Awesome.
Okay,
If the encounter doesn't end right now.
right. So that oh yeah, that
17
hits.
to hit and 7 force damage.
All right, so you summon basically like your shadow spews off of you and reappears with devilish horns and a grin on its face and slashes at this zombie, and it just falls down.
Dope. And then for my action, I'm going to do not Word of Radiance, the other one, the good one. Sacred Flame on the one right next to me.
Okay.
So that's a Dex saving throw, please. Oh no, that's a con saving? No, that's Word of Radiance. Dex, there we go.
Sacred Flame is a dex save. Yeah.
Sacred Flame is a Dex. Not.
Spoiler
not
alert,
con.
not very dexterous. 10.
Nice.
10 does not do it.
All right, so
So
9
he takes
radiant damage.
9.
And that was the one right next to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you cast your spiritual weapon, which is essentially like your shadow, slashes one zombie out of existence. And then you turn around and give a quick flick of your hand toward this one. And with a flash of white light, it also falls to the ground.
Dope. I think I'm going to use my movement to kind of block this zombie in.
Nice. Okay, Gert, you're up.
I'm gonna hit him with a mace.
Whack!
This is good.
Yeah.
This is very good.
Wow.
I'm gonna use my mace hand.
Give him the big bonk.
Pace.
That's a 17?
That hits. Yeah.
I think so. Okay,
right.
so that's 4 damage.
How would you like to flavor this zombie's demise?
Woo!
Hit lead.
I'm gonna say, hey Taryn, duck. And I'm gonna
Duck.
whop him right in the face.
Good.
Yep.
Nice.
And yeah, and his head just goes.
Sploot.
Sploot. All right.
I guess you could say they've been laid to rest.
Ah.
Hey.
Now you gotta put on
I think
sunglasses
I
and do
think you
the.
need to. I think you need to stop making jokes like that, or else you will be dead to me.
Hey.
Oh jeez. Ah jeez.
Oh, bad puns hurt me as much as they hurt everyone else.
Okay. Could all of you please make an Arcana check for me?
Ooh,
Arcana.
yes. Arcana as a
I
rogue.
live
And I
on
probably
Arcana.
not.
Oh,
Oh! What? Y'all, I have a +1 in Arcana.
Yeah.
I somehow have a +2.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
rolled a 1.
Fine, we got a nat 20 and a 14.
Ah.
Yeah.
It'll be
Okay.
fine.
This makes the least sense, but sure.
Man.
So, Taryn, you are able to at least tell, having experienced groups of zombies before, like, the specificity and timing for these ones to come out and go after you, and the way that they focused on the people at the front
Ooh.
was clearly intentional.
Ooh.
Is you would definitely be able to tell that these zombies were under some sort of specific I want to say command. What's the word?
Enthrallment.
Prerogative?
Sure.
A zombie's prerogative. My
Yeah.
new
Like, and they're-
self-guided memoir.
Yeah, they're definitely not intelligent enough beings to strategize, right? So you're able to tell like the level of intent that they had definitely had to be defined and demanded by a very intelligent creature.
Okay. That seems, you know, a little too coincidental to just be a random occurrence with these 4 wily peoples that are no longer with us. I don't know. Did we like step on something? Was it when we said the dude's name and not name? I don't.
I mean, we can
all
check
of
them.
you. Ooh, Taryn and Is make a perception check.
Oh, I'm good at perception.
Nope. I guess
I do not see what my roll was.
Yeah, neither of
With
you can
11.
really tell if there was a specific trigger for this attack.
Is there anybody speaking in the wall that I can read the lips of? That was a
In the
joke.
wall? Oh.
That was a joke, yeah. What do we want to do, guys? This was set up and planned. What should we do from here? I don't think that the leaders are going to be too happy when they find out that a trap has been sprung.
I mean, can we get out of here?
I mean, there's a couple doors in here, right? We can continue on.
Yeah, I think we just gotta keep going. If we can find a way out, cool.
Okay.
But like, obviously we can't get out the way we came in.
If it's okay, I'm kind of hurting and I would like to sleep.
Yeah, we need to get to a place where that's okay, and there aren't any more random coffins where these
I mean,
creepy dudes can just spring up from.
I mean, if we just stand in the middle of the room, we can sleep right there. Because I have a protective spell that'll keep us safe.
Do
Okay.
we want to do a big sleep or a little sleep?
I'd like a big sleep. My body hurts a lot.
Okay.
I can do a big sleep.
Alright, I'm just gonna start moving over here in the center.
I'm thinking, what if we go into like this corner that's like behind this guy, this like rock thing, like over here. That way we're at least kind of away from zombos. Or if there are zombos and decide to wake up, we have like some time before they walk to us.
Sure.
Oh, they won't be able to get inside. We'll
Right,
be
but
able
like
to
even
see them.
still, we'll like instead of us being in the center of the room, if we're like in a corner, then we only have like just like tactically.
And also, if someone other
Comes
than
in.
zombies happens to show up,
Then there's not a dome in the
And-
middle of the room.
and there's not a dome in the middle of the, yeah. If the culties show up
Yeah.
and they're like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?"
Fair. I mean, or we could go like right here, so we have like this immediate block of this rock dude.
Yeah.
So we're still
Um,
vaguely center, but still vaguely also hidden, in addition to the dome.
I'm okay with that.
I'm cool with that.
That's fine.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm
That's-
just gonna get as far into the corner as possible over here. And wait for everybody to gather around.
Take care.
I need to make sure everybody is within 20 feet of me.
I think we're
Scratch that 10 feet,
Oh.
not 20.
If you get right
That
in
still
the
works.
middle of us, yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fine. So I take out my holy symbol, and I'm not really sure how it works because I haven't done this before. But I kind of just I hold it like up above my head, and then a stream of stars pour out of it, basically make an encapsulated dome around this area of the dungeon. As a starry night sky fills the ceiling, and then we can see out around the actual sides of the dome. However, to anybody who would come see, it would just be basically a lavender colored opaque dome.
like
as
the
I-
Starry Night Sky. That's cool.
I like that a lot. Could everybody please make a perception? Sorry.
Make a vibe check.
Check. General and wisdom check.
Ooh, I'm
Oh,
good at
no.
these.
Oh God.
Excellent.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
I got
I'm
a
not so
negative
good
on
at these.
mine.
Oh, Cal, not a save.
Oh,
A check, not a save.
Oh, sorry. I thought I did click that.
Hot dang, Whirl.
On the
Liz
character
Lazarus.
sheet. Yeah, you got it. Okay. Okay, Whirl, Gert, Cal. You have a nagging realization that you've left 2 doors open and unlocked behind you.
Balls.
So
You guys can come back in. You
Right, I
can
was gonna
come
say, I
back
think
into
we
the
can-
dome.
you want to come with me and close those doors?
Hell yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Hey,
Locking doors.
we're gonna go lock doors
Hallway.
because we're the ones that look like we are allowed to lock doors.
Down.
When you guys walk out, it looks like the
What?
Mario 64 painting effect.
Hey,
Yes. Yes, it's so good.
all right, we're gonna go back and lock those doors. You
I
got
already
them?
got that
them?
one. You want to do this one?
Sure. With that key that I don't have, I'll just shimmy.
Oh,
enough.
actually, these are doors that the keys didn't work on. So, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we
closed them, so that's cool.
you closed them for sure. I'll need
Mhm.
you to make 2 dexterity checks. And because you had already unlocked the doors, I'm going to make the DC an 8 instead of a 10 to see if
Okay.
you successfully relock the doors, not having the original key with your thieves' tools.
And if it's
Okay.
within the last 10 minutes, you still technically have Bardic Inspiration up.
Aw, hell yeah.
You do.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, here's the first
So
one.
what?
That's 12.
Okay.
Okay.
Dope.
So you
Here's the
lock
second
the
one.
first door.
You fucking rolled in D&D Beyond. Come on, bud.
Think about it.
It
Big
might still
money.
show up. Yeah, it's
Ooh.
5. So
Hey, what's up, LK? How you doing, man?
I'm gonna need this.
Ooh, okay. So,
Please, God.
Oh, there you go.
Oh
Wait,
my
those were
God,
the
it
plus three.
worked.
Didn't you get the other 3, or did you drop it to 8? You dropped it to 8. Never
I
mind.
dropped it to 8. Yeah.
Fuck.
Because she had already successfully picked these locks. So, drop the DC a little bit to relock them without the key.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so you do
Clutch.
manage to successfully relock both of these doors, and you now have your. Is this tiny hut or what's the spell?
Liamon's tiny hut.
Yeah,
So good.
nice. Okay, and you're going for a big rest, long
A
rest.
long rest in the middle of this tomb.
All right, so it's like early afternoon at this point, so you know that at the end of 8 hours would be
It's gonna be
like-
nighttime.
2 a.m. sort of thing.
I mean,
Um,
we're underground anyways, so it wouldn't be too
Yeah.
bad.
So, everybody make a perception check, a new one.
Dope.
Oh no.
Where
Yep.
is my perception?
That one's okay.
Oh,
one I think is
somebody
alright.
did a natural 20.
Oh yeah, I got a 19. What am I taught? What am I? What is my accent? I'm just.
Gert
There.
doesn't know a goddamn thing.
Gert and I are
Okay.
just chatting and not paying attention to anything, which
Yeah.
is like,
Goddamn thing.
I mean, on brand, if you're gonna be honest.
Oh shoot, I'm sorry. I said something to chat and I realized I was trying to mute Discord and not Zoom.
All good.
Sorry about that. Moving forward, if I'm ever talking to chat, you'll probably hear me.
Dope.
Okay, so
Chat asks questions about the plot, so it's easier
yeah.
for us.
So Gert and Whirl, you just like conk out. You need R&R, and you don't.
I mean, I've done very little fighting.
Oh, okay.
I wasted like 2 bardic inspirations, which I can get back on a short rest, and otherwise I'm just in an outfit.
Okay, fair.
Yeah,
The rest
I'm
of
just
you,
like hyper aware, but not for the good ways.
the rest of you. So you do get a long rest. So if you're doing the D&D Beyond thing, you can click the confirm.
Will I get
Um,
my spell
oh, yeah.
slots back?
The is Taryn
Yay.
and Cal. This door directly to your south, you're able to hear through the course of the night several series of tings, like metal on metal sort of strikes. When they come, they're in a sort of rhythm. It's definitely not like combat, more along the lines of digging or mining. You can definitely tell that there is no sound at all coming through the door that is within the crypt, a little bit farther to your east.
So this one. It's not the ping tool. This one.
Correct.
Okay.
Hmm.
I think I'm just gonna wait until everybody wakes up because I don't want to, wake up Gert and Whirl
Mhm.
because that would be very rude.
They need the sleeps.
They need to sleep.
All the slips.
But when the 8 hours starts to end and the hut starts to fade, I'll quietly inform them about the rhythmic tapping if it's not still going on.
You would definitely have noticed by now that it was kind of a consistent. There's a little bit of on and off, but only with a minute or two in between the dead space. That there's like a consistent digging sound coming from this door.
Gotcha. So yeah, I'm assuming you can all hear that if you listen very carefully. What do we want to do? Do we want to go there, or do we want to check out this other door that doesn't have any sound?
I mean, does it sound like work? Because that is technically what we're here for.
We are supposed
We
to be
are here
working,
for work.
yes.
And they did say send us to the gnome. No, dwarf.
The
Yeah.
dwarf.
And maybe he's
Hopefully.
working?
Hopefully that's the work and not a secret meeting.
Right. So what do we think?
Let's see if that door is unlocked.
Cool.
So as soon as I step out of the hut, it fades. The stars just kind of repile back into the holy symbol.
That's so cool.
Cool.
I love flavor.
That's a good
so-
description.
God, I
That's
need
cool.
It's a good mental picture.
take some of that inspiration of cool flavor stuff. That's dope as hell.
Yeah.
Just in case, I'm gonna check my robes for any like scuffs or tears or anything, and cast mending and like fix little spots, so I still look like I'm fresh and didn't just fight zombies.
Oh, good call. Okay.
I think if we haven't already, I'll put the zombies back in their stone coffins, seal them right back up.
Oh, is there anything else in there that we should know
That's-
about?
That's a good question.
In what, the sarcophagi?
Of the empty, no longer zombies.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm not gonna dig through the closed ones, but like since those 4 popped out, like those I would assume.
Do they
Are
do
open.
all the sarcophagi have slam, wham, bam, and gram engraved on them?
If you're checking out the sarcophagi, make an investigation check.
I'll help. I will help with that one.
Okay.
Oh, we doing
Okay.
this?
Oh,
Obvious.
Think you is?
holy
Alright,
crap.
I'll go in on this too. It's an investigation.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been rolling shit all day anyway, so
Okay, so for flavor's sake, I'm gonna say everybody except is like,
I'm trying to not get my sleeves gross because I just made them.
like you want to pick them up, but they don't have much clothing, so you just like drag them by their little tattered loincloth or whatever.
Okay.
Like you is
Mhm.
Just like elbow deep in zombies.
this is kind of unreal, but I'm not making this up. The one to the northeast is wearing a silver ring set with small rubies on it. You can tell that this is incredibly valuable.
Cool. Are they like wearing anything that the one that came out of it? Are they wearing anything to indicate that they were, wealthy or prominent in? I don't know. It's Friday. I can't brain.
If they were good in life.
I'm gonna
air
use that
quotes.
15. These bodies and the very little that they have on them is so rotten and
Gross.
tattered away that it's just impossible to tell.
No.
But for whatever reason, this one has like 2 rings on one hand and 1 on the other. So there's a total of 3 that you can tell are extremely valuable.
3.
Well, I'm gonna try and take those. So,
Okay.
but I'm gonna make it obvious. I'm not gonna be one of those rogues that's just like, I'm gonna hide things. It's like, hey, this guy has
Yoink.
some like super valuable stuff that I think we can, sell and put towards like a community pot to like, maybe like get some cool stuff for our horse. I don't know. I'm
You
thinking.
had me at the word things.
Are you
gonna
grave
be honest.
robbing?
I guess, yeah. I think that's an accurate description of what's happening. They're not using it. They're long gone.
They did attack us.
I'm going to turn around.
Okay.
For
I'm
5
not-
seconds.
Taking anything.
1, 2, 3.
Totally still has the valuable
Um,
things on its hands.
I would say that probably Gert and I are very busy trying not to touch the zombies while we're looking at our zombies, and thus maybe didn't notice anything back there.
Yep.
Oh,
And as I'm
man.
I got nothing.
Slapping zombie off of me. We ready for this new room?
Okay, so you need to mark 2 special rings
Ooh, yep.
Ooh.
and 1 magical ring.
Oh!
You can, with your passive investigation, you're able to tell that one of these rings is magically imbued.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
We'll check it out later because we
So-
don't know about it yet.
Nope.
If you put it on, you turn invisible, and a glowing eye looks at you the entire time you wear it.
Oh, Sauron, no.
Wait, you said they were a ruby ring? It was a ruby ring?
I didn't hear that.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
It sounds more
Wait,
like a
scroll
sealed
to a
lure.
different thing.
shit.
That would make so much sense because it's undead, and the undead has the.
Yep, small rubies on all 3, but one of them
Cool.
is magical in nature.
Alright. So, I know that did not just steal from a
Nope.
corpse.
No stealing over here. Nope.
Cool. So let's go through this door. I don't know why
Yeah, let's knock on the door. Actually, one of you open
I'm
it
gonna-
because I
gonna-
don't think the knocking
I think
is.
if we knock and then we're next to
Key.
each other.
I'm gonna try the key first,
Ooh.
just in case.
On
Does
this
the key
door?
work?
That one?
Yeah.
Okay. The key does not work.
Shit. Hey, how about this other door over here?
Does key
Wait.
do anything?
It's a useless key.
Was the click a good click?
The
Oh,
key
oh,
opens
oh.
this door.
Woo!
We did it. After like 8 doors, we
We
found.
found your purpose, little key.
You go first because you have the look of the
Cool.
dude.
Yeah. I will say that like when we were resting, I would have changed back to myself, but upon opening this door, you would see that Iz changes back to the guy. Just think like Mystique and how she like does her cool changey thing.
Her like skin flips around like those sequin pillows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Gross.
is you're still disguised as a monk at this point?
Now I am. Yeah.
Okay, and Whirl, are you also still disguised?
I'm still in the robes and I've still got the mask on.
Okay.
And I've flipped up the robes so that I know that they look fresh and unmarred.
Okay. The door opens to a stairwell, clearly
God.
going to an upper level.
Oh, goes up. Thank God. I thought it went down for some reason. I
Yep,
don't know.
it's going up. And yay, dungeon things. I need to make sure I go to the right place.
Reveals the entire dungeon and the plot twist.
No way, this plot's gonna twist.
We're gonna end up walking into the zookeeper door with the monster inside of it.
Okay. Are you all going together, or are you specifically going in like a marching order? What's the thought process?
I think we were gonna, if we're trying to keep up the facade, we'd probably do like the goose line, with like
Yeah.
a monk in the front, monk in the back, and then us in the middle.
Yeah. I'm still
Sounds
good with
good.
that.
So is that about right?
Sure.
Yep.
Yep.
So I'm gonna move your tokens and then shift the entire view. So give me a second.
Cool.
Diggity dang. Oh shit.
Okay.
I'm in the pitch black.
There's a named joke in here.
The room you
What does that
enter. I get to read you this. This older part
Right.
of the monastery has been fitted out as a laboratory
Oh God.
with work tables covered in alchemical apparatuses and shelves full of strange curios and dusty clay jars. The windows, you can definitely see there is a window to your southeast. And those of you who are in first, there's a window here directly to your east. They've been bricked up. Cobwebs hang thick in the ceiling corners. An ancient figure peruses a heavy tome that lies open on a small desk. Right here. Making notes on sheets of parchment. And as you guys walk up the steps, a almost bone, barely covered with flesh face looks up at you from their writing on this desk and says, I've already told you no. What do you want?
Is he a dwarf?
You can roll a nature check to get more specifics, but you can definitely tell this is not a dwarf.
I
Okay.
will roll anyway.
I would like to know.
11.
You got that 14.
Is from the roll, Taryn and Gert from Clericness.
Oh, dope.
Definitely undead guy.
A lich.
Sick.
Definitely undead guy. The rest of you are like, this is like an incredibly warped by time person.
Mhm.
He looks like this weird mix between old, like saggy skin, and rotted, but
Sure.
he doesn't look like a zombie. He's just got this like shriveled up skin. His skeletal structure is there, but you can see that he still has inflection in his face, even if just barely.
This is terrifying me greatly.
Mm,
As I look through my abilities to see if I can do anything sneakily.
Who did you tell no to?
Are you not with the cult? And as he says this, he's gonna extend this bony, paper thin skin hand with like a half a finger toward you is as Gert asks this question. As Gert asks this question, he responds, "Are you not with the cult?"
These are new initiates that have recently passed their looks around initiation. I am new here and got lost on the way to the dwarf that is supposed to give them work. Do you know where to go? Trying my fucking best not to freak out in front of this stringy undead dude.
Make a
No.
deception check.
Oh, God.
I being that I'm also dressed like you, I am helping.
Oh, okay, cool.
World, before that becomes official,
Sure.
Okay.
you should know, player,
Mhm.
mechanically, that helping in
Yeah.
an action is like physically visible. There's
Sure.
almost no sneaky way to do it.
Then I will just come. Then I will also come up and like hand gesture to the other two.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoops.
I mean, you got an 18 on your
son of a-
first roll, so like.
And that like
Yeah.
we're trying to like tag team
It's
the
worse than this
deception
one.
because we match. Is kind of my thought process.
Well, 18 does it for a better roll.
He's going to walk right up to you guys here.
No, thank you.
I got plans. We good.
It's fine. We have radiant damage. It's
I got
all
lots
good.
of plans. We
No
good.
worries. Gert, why are you in front of this?
I'm
Oh my
so
god,
glad
this is
I have a
already a
mask
fucking
on right
blast.
I walked up to him when I asked a question.
Yeah.
Like I approached him because
Oh, yeah,
for
'cause
some
you-
reason
yeah.
he doesn't
Yeah.
wig me out. Like I'm just like,
It's like
you're
he's
a person that's talking who doesn't seem to be cool with the people that we're not
True.
cool with right now. So
You're
The amount of squirm that's happening
You're like-
right now is
you're like slightly getting ghosted by an undead.
okay.
There's some irony.
So Gert, as you say that, with Whirl coming up and attempting to help by gesturing toward your quote unquote prisoners, he's going to walk right up next to you, Gert, and sort of offer. I don't want to say offer in hand, but like extended hand right next to him, almost toward your direction, and give like a broad sweeping motion with his other toward the rest of you, and say, "Well, at the very least, you are no less terrible at lying than these cult bastards."
Beautiful.
And with this like slow wisp of his left hand, your disguises float right off of you.
oh no.
And they'll come over to the side of the room. And as they float, they will very quickly like fold themselves. The rogues fold
thank God.
themselves midair, and the masks get laid on top and set right down next to each other in exactly the formation that they seemed to be in the chests in the
Right.
resting room.
Right.
So tell me, why really are you here?
I'm going to step forward since we're blown at this point.
He still look like the dude, just like without clothes.
That's a good point. It's a fair
This
point.
turns in, is is just a naked dude
And
now. This
is
Son of a
you'd
bitch.
be able to tell he's looking like right at you when he says this.
Oh, I hate it. Okay.
Oh no. I think we would like to ask you a couple questions before we reveal our intentions.
He just said the phrase "cult bastards." I think.
He's locked away.
Well,
in
we
here,
can-
Yeah.
Well, it would be better to have a. It would be nicer to have a better understanding of our new acquaintance.
I understand you see right through our ruse, but in the name of modesty, I will remain in this this altered form because it's easier to cover certain things rather than return to my actual one. I don't have anything else, so hi.
There should be a clothes beam.
He'll say, "Oh, fair enough," and with a quick flick of his right hand, one of the robes
Hey.
will quickly unravel and drape over you. Clearly in a gesture of modesty to clothe
Cool.
you again. The mask stays put, but now this robe, instead of like doing the full like form-fitting cover-up thing, it's just sort of like draped over your shoulders and wrapped around your waist.
Okay, cool. Then I'll shift back into myself and kind of slink back down in my normal height.
Taryn
sorry.
is, as this whole thing is happening, you have the weirdest, uncomfortable mix of feelings.
Oh,
You
no.
can definitely tell this is a powerful undead presence. But he's being incredibly modest and kind toward you guys.
Us.
Yeah.
Very nice. He's providing hospitality, which is very.
Hospitable. That is the word. Yes. Thank
that's
you.
the word.
Hospitable.
Yes.
We got there.
Yes.
Taryn and is or Gert or Gert and Taryn.
Gert and Taryn. Sorry, did I say is?
Okay.
Yeah, I was like
Mhm.
I
The
just
clerics.
wanted
The clerics. No.
to make- Gotcha.
Okay.
Very powerful
The
undead
tracks.
feeling. Yes.
See, that's what I said. I don't want to say that I trust him, but he seems like a pretty chill guy with, some leprosy issues, let's call it. So yeah.
Gert, he's right here. Please don't. Can we not make him mad? I'm sorry.
How long have you been down here?
Few centuries.
Would you like to get out?
No, I made purpose of this place. I'd probably rather that these earth freaks leave. But they do pay me handily, so I guess it's not entirely detrimental.
What are you working on?
Knowledge.
What kind of knowledge? What was it?
Make a persuasion check to get him to keep talking.
I was also gonna ask, if it isn't too much, could we know why you're studying? If that would give a help action, or if that would just be something else.
Sure. You can either help or make your own persuasion check.
I'm definitely just gonna help.
Fair, I'll roll with advantage. Come on, second one. Ooh, suck
Oh,
it!
crit! It's a crit!
Oh,
26!
nice.
So good. So good.
Yeah.
Ugh, beautiful.
And I'm not even an expert at that.
So as you guys are having your like off the cuff outward thinking toward like trying not to cause trouble, he's going to have a clear moment of Whirl. You can definitely see, actually all of you can see this enough with your passive perceptions, and if you're not like doing anything else to disturb specifically, you can see that he has a brief moment of like a realization, and he sort of like lifts his head and nods the direction behind you and says, "You came from the crypt. I hope you did not disturb it." And he has this inflection of like, "You better fucking not have." Did my thralls go for you?
Yeah. They were
We
kind of
were-
mean.
We were
were
studying.
curious.
We were studying the tomb, the large sarcophagus at the end, and they attacked us.
You were studying it,
Yes.
and you did not defile.
No.
Nope.
More out of curiosity, just
We
examining
just
the
looked.
name.
No touching.
We looked at the engraving, and we thought out loud, but we did not touch.
He's gonna give you a squint. I suppose my thralls then did their job. I do appreciate your honesty, even if late.
Oh, yeah, I guess it is late.
I intend to bury my brother there. My understanding that he's been misplaced.
That is our understanding as well. That someone was misplaced.
Is your brother the knight?
There are many knights. Which one are you after?
Looking in notes, I'm not hesitating. I just have a terrible memory.
That's
Cough,
okay.
Samuel R. Cara Dune, cough.
Samuel R. Cara Dune.
So this entire conversation, he's been like looking at each of you, giving a squint. It's clear that he's like peering toward your demeanor and like getting a sense of if you're telling the truth, that sort of thing. And as soon as you mention the name or the title Cara Dune, Taryn, he's going to actually whirl. He's going to move right through you. Like he just takes a ghostly form
Oh, why
For
do
a
they keep doing
for a brief moment and travels right through you and staring piercing eyes directly past you toward Taryn and say, "That name should not be taken lightly.
I don't.
I
take it
know
lightly.
if you lie."
I swear on my oath that I do not take it lightly. I have somewhat close relations to someone who is a deep follower of the Defender of the North.
Very nice choice of words, dude. As you finish saying that, his entire presence is like lifted. And he takes this expression of relaxation for the first time. And he's ready to have a conversation with you.
Taryn has been stiff this entire time, and he gives an audible gulp.
Nice.
I am Renwick, Cara Dune. My brother died fighting the orcs in the north. Yes?
So I've heard, yes.
The knights have intended to take him to Summit Hall. I have other plans. I have formulated this bode, and he says that word with this half, almost disgusted, almost dismissive, but accepting tone. He shall be brought here. You've seen my preparations.
They're very lovely. I mean, I personally am not a fan of crypts, but from what I could tell, I couldn't see it. It looked very lovely.
The thralls' protection, of course. I can always fix that. I am glad you've not defiled my shrine, and happy that my protection did not take innocent lives.
If I may ask, why here over Summit Hall? What specifically? I mean, why here over Summit Hall?
Summit was a chosen tomb by the Order. Frankly, after I had made the preparations here. I have no ill will, but I do have my will.
If it wouldn't be impolite, what do you just plan to bury him here, or do you have other plans for him?
DM to player, what's your thought process behind that question?
So like I'm trying to like ask, like see if he has like some kind of like not necessarily evil, but like personally motivated scheme to bring him back to life, or if he just really just wants to honor him the way he would want.
Okay, make an insight check.
Gotcha. Oh, I'm so good at insight. I haven't made one of these in forever.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, 23.
So his verbal
Hot
response
dang.
is going to be, a life to rest would be far better than mine. And you can tell that there is definitely truth and a fair amount of pain behind that statement.
I am pleasantly surprised to have met an undead who has such a high morality as yours, and I reach my hand out to shake his.
Oh God.
He's going to extend this, like, it's like 95% skeleton, but there's just enough, like, grayed, shriveled skin around it that you can make out the shape of a hand. And as it grasps onto yours, Taryn, you can see, for a brief moment, a quick vision of you would get the feeling, because you're touching this person's hand, that you're in the perspective of his point of view. Sometime in the past, you're on a battlefield. You're back, like face up on the ground, and you have a searing pain in your lower left abdomen, and you are on death row. An armored, tall, strong person runs toward you, yelling, "Brother, brother, no!" And he unwields a black knife and stabs it into your chest. You feel this green energy, and see this green energy seeping out of the knife into your heart. And it feels, even in just a moment, as if eons pass. And you are now surviving death against your will. And after that moment, you are now back in this room, shaking his hand. And you can all see a small tear dripping down this man's face. My brother saved me. Not all undead are that of their own will.
uh, very symmetrically, a tear also rolls down Terran's face as he makes direct eye contact and says, "I'm sorry," as his orange skin color slowly turns into the more solid red.
Nice.
Okay.
He'll respond, "As torturous as my life is, I do at least know that he meant well. So I try to do the good that I can." He's going to gesture toward this door in the back and lead you to it.
It's so many more questions.
Oh my God, I love this character so much. Why?
He's definitely not ending the conversation. He's just sort of
Okay,
leading you
good.
toward the door.
Oh,
But
I'm just like, I
So-
love him so much. This is amazing.
this is juicy stuff. Yeah, let's take a 5-minute break.
Cool.
Oh,
Run to the bathroom, get a refill. Think about what questions you want to ask him. He's definitely not ending the conversation, so we'll come back to
Sure.
this.
Cool.
We'll be right back.
Shit.
What was his name again? I didn't catch it in
Renwick.
Renwick.
Okay.
I wrote it down
Renwick.
because I liked it.
Renwick
Gotcha.
Caradune.
Cara dude.
Renwick. Is that his name or like
You would
Sandy
know
Mark?
that what he gave you was like a title.
Gotcha. Cool.
All right, we'll be right back.